and we shall see if we are live or not and how my audio is. Haha.
We are not live yet. The
Oh.
notification did not come through.
Yeah, because I have a 15-second delay.
It's live now.
Hey,
Part 4.
I meant 5. No, is it actually say part 4?
It
says part 4.
Damn.
I knew it. That son of a gun. Makes me
Maybe
so
you should
angry.
explain this in the beginning.
Maybe. Is the
Every
audio
video
and all
is
that
full.
confirmed?
Yeah, it's live for me.
Okay, audio's not quiet. It's not peaking. It all sounds good.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Let me mute you.
that's what I need to know is how the audio it is, because that is the problem.
Audio's good and the levels sound good.
Audio is
Awesome.
great.
Cool. Then let's hit record. Hey everybody, welcome to Dungeons and Faff. Apparently that's the name now because nobody has ever tried to give me a different name. So hey, Faff it is. The group has told me to explain why they all say part 4. No. So we're just gonna get into it, and you get to discover what it means to be part 4 for every single bloody episode. Thanks, YouTube. But yeah, we're getting into Faff, and we'll go through quick introductions as always, starting on the top of the Discord chat.
Which is Ahmed Sorona.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I got confused as to who was first, because it's a different order on mine.
Okay, how's it different order for everybody? It should be the same, isn't it?
It should be Ermed, me, Corfal, and then Max.
It's okay. It's alright. I got this.
You
Hi
got-
everyone, I'm Ray, and I play the 15-year-old cleric Ahmed Sorona. And these introductions are becoming very much shorter because we're finding it very difficult to describe ourselves. Next person.
Alright, hello everybody. My name is Ness, and I play the 13-year-old tiefling fighter, Aspen Lacuna. And let's just say we're all a little bit distressed at the moment. Some of us are dealing with it better than others, but we're all a little stressed, and it's great. Next person.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on the time zone. My name is Ellie, and I play Corfel Besserfeld, the NAM veteran that's just having one of his moments.
I love that.
I'm sorry, I can't give you another inspirational point for the same thing.
It's my calling card. I'm gonna keep it.
It's a nice calling card. I believe you're next, sir.
Yeah, it's players first and then DM. Get with it.
Yeah, sure. I believe in the beginning it was top to bottom.
I believe I can mute you instantly, so let's go.
Hello there, I'm Duskers. I'm playing the Maxwell Belmont.
The
Yeah.
Maxwell Belmont.
There is no other Maxwell Belmont. There's only one in this universe.
And NPC being created now.
And he will die in 5.
Hi everybody, as you all know, I am the Dungeon Master Ashiats, also known as Anime Master Ukai. Thank you for joining tonight's episode of Dungeons and Faff. And yeah, interesting fact of the DM. I like playing 13-year-old children.
That doesn't sound weird at all.
Nope. But every D&D Dungeon Master out there will understand. Don't say that at a convention where you're hosting a panel with 200 people. It gets weird.
It already did.
Yeah. Well, I did that Colossal Con too, and so, hey,
And now
everybody.
that's on the internet forever.
Oh, always. It was already gonna be on the internet. I filmed it. Anywho, hey everybody. Let's get to tonight's episode of Faff Recall.
Alrighty. So, last we left off, our adventurers were stuck in a magical house that kept playing practical jokes, I guess you would call it, on the players. So, a lot of hilarity ensued, a lot of screaming, and breaking of eardrums. And just about 5 hours in, let's say, we finally figured out that the magical stones that were adhered to some of the players would come off if you just asked nicely. So that happened. And then we had to appease said magical house and deal with all those shenanigans. And then we all looked into a mirror, some of us accidentally, some of us on purpose, that showed our worst fear, etc., etc. And a lot of us came out a little bit different, a little sad, scared, etc. But we finally figured out our way out of said house. We went back to the Underdark, and yeah, we are in the tunnels. So,
very good. Thank you for doing that. I'll add on to it if you don't mind.
oh yeah, go for it. I know I'm not the best at doing it.
No, they just forgot. That's all. So it's all good. It's all good. That's why I'm like, all right, I can help you out. You guys actually are not in the tunnels anymore. You're actually into what appears to be the underground hideout of the guild that Aspen is a part of. Finding a room, getting a long rest, so you guys can all get your stats back up there.
Yeah.
All that is back. 2 announcements, actually, that I will add on to as well. One, we are sadly missing our wonderful princess, Allie, who is playing the Princess Cinder, our wonderful high elf, yeah,
Pretty
sorcerer.
sure our drow are really happy that she's not here right now. They're like, yes.
We might be able to roam the streets.
But we are sad that they are not here. They're at a convention, and I will tell you guys to go check them out at that said convention. But they never told me what it was, so I can't tell you to go say hey. My apologies.
We'll just have them put it in the YouTube chat so they can check that out.
There you go. Look at that technology. But with that, they will not be here today. We will miss them surely, but that is sad. The next thing that is also on the next up on the announcements is we're going to be taking a break from the main campaign, actually. I know you heard it here, folks.
Really? I had no idea.
But there'll be one more week of the main campaign. So after the week after that, there will be a 3-day shot with the wonderful Dusky. For one I'm told, it's gonna be level 10, maybe with some mind flares. Who knows? We'll never know until they actually tell us. Check that out. They'll be taking care of the next 3 sessions after next week's, because I will actually be in Alaska without internet service for a whole 2.5 weeks. So yeah, I'm super excited about that, but you guys should be hyped because D is a great DM. I've played with him when we started together. Actually, we DM'd together in the beginning, and then I just got booted to be the DM, apparently. But yeah, look forward to it. He's fantastic. Check it out. He'll be the first time he's ever streamed, so please be forgiving whenever he does it, and if he messes up. So, with that, my cat's about to bite me. She's over here cuddling.
No biting, meanie.
I put a chair next to me, so she can sit next to me while I play, and I think she's happier. In fact, just to show everybody, I'll go ahead to take a picture. If you guys want to see this, check out my Instagram called Asher Yachts, and you'll be able to see this. Come on, Insta.
He's a cute kitty.
Insta, don't break. Okay, well, Instagram broke on me.
What?
Yep.
Instagram said no.
There we go. Oh, she's actually doesn't look too mad. But yeah, if you want to see my story, you have to go follow me on there. Do it.
Note to self, your cat is a barbarian at heart.
No, she's the true princess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's get started into tonight's episode.
Who says barbarians can't be?
Faf. If you guys begin to open your eyes from the trance and or the sleep, depending on which you do. It was restful, as restful as a sleep in the Underdark can be. Some of you were able to use a bed, some of you just trenched on the floor, depending on what you wish to do. But it was uninterrupted, which is nice. Healing a bit of your wounds, some of the sickness, and just the overall eardrum damage has come to heal, as D&D terms come. A very, very low-lit candlelit light is glowing above you. It's in a lantern. The cover, the hood over it is very low, and it's not letting much light out, but just enough to be able for all of you to be able to see. Those with dark vision, it would just be fairly normal, black and white. Those humans out there, like the rest of us, it's going to take a minute for your eyes to actually acclimate to it, but you are able to see just the same as if it was dim light. What would you guys wish to do?
Before everyone wakes up,
I lied. You all still asleep.
because obviously trancing, I
Yep.
wake up 4 hours before they do.
Same as Cinder.
I would like to leave as quietly as I can and go back out to the common area and see if there is anyone there.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
And let the world let you know what you rolled.
The world, once Discord goes away, that is a 14.
14. Understood. You peer out there, and just like before, you see the trickling stream of the waterbed from the sewer system, I believe, or maybe a whole other water system. It's kind of a bit hard to tell. With the smell's not there anymore of the sewage, but you still hear the running water, so you're not exactly sure what it is. There's a few tables and chairs out amongst the flat area of the alcove, the bar, and you do see one drow from the door angle of you opening it slightly. You see more of the angle of the bar itself from the right side, and there is a single drow there. He has black hair, cut very short, just kind of a little bit all over the place, but it's like slicked back, wearing like a cotton buttoned up shirt with like an apron over that, as he just begins to have a rag kind of wiping down, putting some boxes away, some other cups.
Righty-ho. Not trying to be stealthy. I just walk towards the bar.
You walk out, and he looks to you and kind of... It's obvious. He gives you a look over, like from you down to your feet, up, back to your face. It's not hidden. It's very obvious that he just gave you a look over.
Is he trying to figure out my gender? Androgyny as fuck.
No, you're hot.
Oh, hell yeah.
Elephant versus drow.
Yeah.
And you would get that kind of, not a sneer, but just kind of the squint eyes.
Yeah, I go up to the bar and I ask for... I don't even specifically say water, I just ask for a drink.
In Elvish or Common?
In Elvish, we're drow.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're drow? You mean we're elves?
Well, yeah, in the sense... No, I meant he's drow, so he'll understand Elvish.
He'll look at you and give you a nod, and he'll go in the back, not in the back, but he'll grab something off the shelf. The bottle itself has a very wide bottom and goes into more of a cylinder, almost like a test tube in a way, towards the top. Uncorks it, and the bottle itself is not clear glass; it's fogged. And when he pours it out, it's black liquid. Pours out just like water, but it pours into what appears to be a clay cup as he kind of slides it over.
Yeah. I say in Elvish, do I need to pay for this?
Just shakes his head slowly.
Oh, I give him a traditional Elvish thing of basically like cheers.
He doesn't move. He just kind of stands there, wiping down the counter.
No, and I drink.
It's the same texture as water, but it's almost smooth. It's water, but incredibly smooth. And though water has no taste, you it's hard to describe. Each water has a type. You know, like spring water has a taste versus purified water.
Yeah.
Imagine neither of those, but just a liquid in your mouth that's incredibly smooth, but zero taste.
Okay. I'm kind of imagining a snail slime.
In essentially, yes, but the same texture as water.
Okay. Yeah, I drink it with no complaints. The point of my thing was to wait for the dude that was kind of in charge of us.
Mm-hmm. The one that has no name.
Yeah, and
He's never told us his name.
Never been.
if he doesn't show up, then I will wait, obviously, for everyone else to wake up and then join them.
Mm-hmm. Because of elvish sleep and whatnot, Cinder would have come out and goes, "Oh, what are you doing out here, Quarterfell?"
I figured it was better to be out here than to accidentally disturb the people that still needed to sleep.
Oh, did you want company?
If you wish to join me.
Well, I don't wish to bother you.
Not a bother, my dear. Come, sit.
She'll kind of come over, and there's already a cup being poured of the same liquid, and she goes, what's this?
Smooth water.
And she drinks it. That's very strange.
It's not nice. I quite enjoy it.
Indeed, it's not bad. And you guys have a little bit of chit chat here and there. About an hour before the group, about 7 hours into the group's long rest, the same male drow, the long, dark, gray hair, very tall, about 6'1" height, same type of kind of dark leather armor, cloak, comes walking out of the tunnel, as he kind of enters in, lowers his hood, and you see him again, the same dark pink eyes. And he looks both, and he goes, "Oh, you're awake."
Good morning to you as well.
I wasn't expecting for you to wake out of your room.
We are all elves here. We've been awake for a couple of hours.
Speaking of elves, and he looks to Cinder, I have a request of you. I planned on asking you alone, but apparently your friend decided to come out with you. I would like, if you would not mind, for you to follow me. I wish to show you something. Cinder kind of looks and goes, "I don't want to go anywhere with you." And he kind of...
I just kind of put a hand like on her wrist to be like, encouraging. You may learn something. And I highly doubt after going through all that trouble that anything is going to happen.
So you think I should go?
I'd hear him out.
Alright, but no funny business. No, I could kill you easily. And the drow kind of gives her a bit of a bow. Because, if your group does not mind, it may take a bit of the day, but I believe your eyes should see it.
Well then, before you leave, I have something that I wish to talk with you.
And what might that be?
Were you aware of the nature of the house when you sent us to get this key?
As I said, we sent you because the bright light kept us away. I know nothing of inside the house. I know nothing that it was even a house, but a pool of water and a bright light.
Interesting. Well, I will let you know now that there is a magical artifact past that bright light that felt like dark magic in the sense of evil magic.
Demonic, you say?
Possibly. It showed us all images, and as we were leaving, it laughed, as if enjoying our pain.
You may have looked into a portal into the abyss.
Possibly.
They come here time to time. Typically not through mirrors, though. Did any of you enter the mirror?
Yes. Maxwell entered the mirror.
Interesting. And it did not consume him.
He was teleported a meter or so away.
Interesting. And that's all he said.
I figured it would be common courtesy to at least let you know that something like that is nearby.
Courtesy is well appreciated. We thank you. Now,
I give him a head bow of respect and let him get on with it.
I think he kind of gestures for Cinder to follow him. And Cinder, reluctantly, kind of looking back and forth to you and him, follows. And exits.
I give her a reassuring smile. Just trying to give her as much of a boost as I can.
Easy enough. And with that, she's shown to the opposite end of the tunnel that you entered in, and they both disappear. The next hour goes by, and the rest of you now begin to wake, seeing the same cloaked, hooded candle giving off a dim light.
Nope. It wasn't a nightmare. It sucks.
Aspen just kind of gives you a side eye.
What's up? What's
Just the fact that we're still down here?
Well, do we really think anything would have changed that drastically?
I mean, there was one time we woke up and we had no idea where we were. That being said, we were falling for a while.
Aspen kind of just exhales through his nose and gets up with the blanket still wrapped around his, like, the back of his head, like, and wrapped around him, and he kind of just walks out of the room, not saying anything, just... He's not really paying attention.
This hurts begins to kind of stretch your bones. Oh no, we're still here.
I had the same reaction.
Oh. Well, we're still together, so that's something positive. I will say, as Aspen walks out, both Maxwell and Maxwell and Airman, you will notice there's quite a bit of sweat on the brow of Aspen. You can see Slim must have heated him up, or a nightmare or a dream of some sort, but he's definitely a bit of sweat coming down.
Aramed will just go straight over and like put her hand against Aspen's forehead.
He immediately flinches away. He kind of looks at you like, what are you doing?
Easy. It's just, I'm checking your temperature because it's not all that warm down here.
He kind of just like pulls your hand away from him and just mumbles like, I'm fine.
So let's roll a medicine check.
If you don't believe them and you want to get your own prompt,
This.
Can I please, just for my sake of mind, please?
Let the girl do her voodoo.
He kind of like looks at you. And he's trying to read your face.
Like, you can just see concern, like minor concern.
And he kind of like rolls his eyes. He said, I'm fine. And he kind of just walks away briskly. Because blanket over his head, kind of just like.
And I will insight that.
Roll. You do a whisper roll, Aspen, either deception or persuasion, depending on if it's the truth or not. Whisper it.
It's /W, right?
Yes. And then DM.
Or you could
No,
turn the whisper.
hold on.
Toggle. Whisper toggle.
Yeah,
It's to.
there's a toggle. You have to roll it. There's a persuasion and or deception on your character sheet.
Yeah. It's to the G.
Yeah. And then you just roll it, and then we won't say this out loud.
Oh.
On that insight.
Looking at him, kind of say, it's not really the full truth. You can see they're definitely hiding something and not telling you everything.
She's not gonna push it, but she's gonna keep it to the back of her mind.
Alright. Exiting out, you see Corfell standing out there as you see your compatriots and Miss Hart returning from their...
Oh no, it would be like old Western style. I'm sat at a table, my boots are up, like crossed ankle on the table.
Aspen kind of like speed walks over to you, Corfell, and kind of just like stands kind of close to you, and he's not exactly touching you, but he's very, very close, and he kind of just stands there.
No, quietly, just so you hear Aspen, you hear him just go, "Good morning, everyone."
I'm gonna this might seem weird. I'm gonna
It's D&D, it's all weird.
I'm gonna like climb into your lap and like curl up in a ball, kind of like a cat.
Yeah, everyone would see him stiffen, but he does take his legs eventually off the table and just puts an arm round to like support.
Maxwell's just gonna be staring from the doorway, it's like, okay.
Just leave him be.
I offer Aspen some of my drink, and again, it's just so he can hear. So, you're not looking so well. Bad dreams?
He kind of like pushes his face like into your shoulder and gives a nod.
Drink some of this. If it does nothing, then at least it will quench your throat.
He kind of looks at it.
It's water.
It's black.
He takes it with the cup from your hand and kind of like sniffs it.
It's odorless, but it's swishing and it's black and you cannot see through it.
He dips a pinky in it and tastes it, just to make sure.
Smooth and tasteless.
He kind of looks over at you, Corfell, like...
I've been drinking it all morning.
And kind of looks back to the water and then back to you. And gives a tentative sip.
I will say, Corfell, since you've been sipping this for the past 2 hours, you don't feel any different. There's no intoxication.
Yeah.
You take a sip, and it's smooth. It has the texture of as if you went. It's the texture of water, but it goes down as quickly as maple syrup. If anyone wants to take it. And now, when I say maple syrup, everybody, I don't mean the Walmart crap on the shelf with high-2 corn syrup, and it's just like pudding. I'm talking about real, legitimate, straight out of the tree maple syrup.
Gotcha.
If anybody's ever had like an actual sip of like just pure maple syrup, that is a very interesting texture.
Aspen kind of like furrows his brows and kind of just like puts it back on the table and curls back into you, Corfell. Like you can feel his tail kind of like wrap around your waist
And before anyone asks and cares, now addressing everyone, Cinder is with the man with no name, and apparently will be back by the end of the day.
She's alone.
Yeah? She went willingly as well.
Does anybody else find this either A, suspicious, or B, a very bad idea?
Everybody would just see Ahmed kind of like bend down to the floor and just like pat her ankle. Like, just like down 2 taps and just back up again.
I personally believe that he just wanted to show her something. And it's just a long travel. That's why it's taking the day. And if we don't see her at the end of the day, then we can always threaten the man. Not that that will probably work here. And I gesture to the dead.
Yeah.
Also, Corfo, you're kind of quiet.
Oh my fuck!
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's my computer and my mind. Carry on.
Is there anything else you guys wish to do or converse?
I would like to get some food
Okay.
and see if they accept gold.
Okay. There's the same drow behind the counter stands there waiting.
Do you accept this currency? And I'm just gonna pull out a few gold coins in my hand.
And he'll put his hand out. And you can see there's a white glove on it.
Fancy.
You hand it over?
Yep.
Okay. You hand it over, he begins to look at it, tilts it, kind of feels it. And then he takes it and just begins to walk away with it. Anything?
Nope, I'm just gonna watch him go. Bit defeated.
He comes back and you see green liquid and he pours it on it. And you hear the psss of just like something like almost boiling or singeing. And you can tell it looks like acid as he pours onto the gold.
Okay.
And you can see him waiting. And then the gold never changes. It becomes a little tart, like almost a little bit. It melts slightly, at the same with a little bit of kind of a charness to it as he kind of looks at it. And to you, he points to himself, and then kind of does like a bit of a bow, like it almost looks like for him it's all right.
Could I get a bottle of your worst alcohol?
Oh my god. You're
Worst
getting
tasting.
drunk?
Okay, so you just say the bottle of your worst alcohol?
Yes.
It's in the morning!
I know what time it is, Aspen.
Why are you doing
drink, day drink.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna get drunk, but I'm just gonna sit over there and read. And that's literally what she does. She just goes over there and pulls out a book and she's like reading through them.
Okay. What book are you reading?
Well, I'm gonna have a look at my quest one first to see if there's any new things, because I think there is, but I never got around to actually reading it.
No, not after that first one. You go into there and you can see the same. You actually, as you flip through the page, something that you forgot about actually, it mixed into the pages, is that same card.
Same card?
Remember that card?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still in your book. It has kind of that yin yang symbol on the back of it with dragons.
Yeah, the dragons.
Yes. Flipping through that, you actually remember where the lizard folk kind of ripped out a page or two and began to eat it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually see that page has almost grown and resealed itself. You can actually see a scene where the page has almost grown out of from.
Well, that's pretty amazing.
But there's nothing else in it.
Okay, so she'll just open up her other one and just like flick through it, and she's looking for like any remedies that will help like heal Aspen's horn.
Just make an investigation check for me. I know it's your book, but just make it because you're flipping through it right now.
Investigation. I rolled investigate. Why are you doing this to me? 23.
Just investigation. Show me where it is.
Intimidate that book. Give me your knowledge.
No, I swear I clicked investigation, but my mouse went funny. So
That's okay. So 23, correct?
yes, 23. That's a natural 19.
Okay. Looking through it, there are remedies to help with kind of like bone growth, to help regrow it. But all the herbs, you have no idea if any of them actually grow here in the Underdark.
I'll keep a note of them in the back of my head, and yeah, I'll keep the note to ask the nameless guy to see if he knows.
Okay. So you're waiting to ask him.
Yeah, but she'll still just like read through it and peruse just to make herself look a bit busy, so she doesn't have to get involved with the day drinking.
Back to the day drinking, apparently. So, Max, you wait a moment to see what they bring you. It takes a few moments as he kind of looks at you questioningly of like, what?
Why are you doing this to yourself, sir? Do you have a death wish?
Well, yeah, so you wait a few moments, and they do bring out a very short bottle. It's basically a standard beer bottle shape. The liquid is clear, and then you can see a few particles actually floating in there. And he will hold out 7 fingers.
I'll give him 7 rolls.
And he will take it. And you have a bottle now of unknown alcoholic liquid.
Okay then. We're all doing one shot of this.
Okay. Are you asking for a bottle, or like a bottle? Are you asking for a shot glass, or are you just through the bottle?
Just gonna do it from the bottle.
Okay.
Who's joining me? Come on.
I can handle a shot, but no more.
No more. Just one shot. We all had a bad day yesterday. So we'll do this. Get that last bit of bad taste out of our mouth. Out of our minds. And we'll continue forward.
And with that, the DM will take a shot with you. That's good stuff.
Yes.
Oh.
Ugh.
I don't condone drinking in this game. So you take a shot of it, Max. It's the best way I can describe it is it's just straight corn alcohol. There's zero flavor. It's made from corn. It's ground down with alcohol, and so it just has an extreme bite with like some particles in it of just straight alcohol, like rubbing alcohol.
Yep.
So it's pretty much like
It's pretty much corn. It's pretty much corn made rubbing alcohol.
Yep. Okay.
And you kind of see as he takes a drink, you can see him shrivel up a little bit, almost like it was sour, as it kind of just like sinks into your skin. Like you drink it, but almost seeps into your skin before you're even able to get to drink all of it.
Just gonna sit down in front of both Aspen and Vassifil. That is fantastic.
You see Aspen kind of like shrink back from it. It like puts his nose in Corfel's armor, and his ears go down, and he's like, I can smell it from here, and it smells revolting.
By fantastic, I hope you mean strong. And with that, I just take the bottle and have a swig.
And like I said earlier, just that the little bit of particles, it seeps into your skin. You're able to actually drink a little bit of just straight alcohol. And no matter who you are, unless you're a dwarf or I would say a Goliath, you kind of of that bit of cough of your body just kind of rejecting it slightly.
Yeah. No, I do the cough, pat myself on the chest, and then go, that's good stuff. Hand you back the bottle.
Before we get drunk, should we probably, figure out what we're doing for the rest of the day?
After you take a shot, you
I'm
too,
not taking
Aspen.
a shot, I'm reading.
You could read a shot.
I'll do it.
No.
One shot is
Miss
going to do nothing to you.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Miss Art will take the bottle. You sure?
If-
I can pay you a gold.
You're fine.
Actually, if you keep that might be good as a sterilizer.
Well, I've been stabbed, so I need to sterilize my insides. So she takes a drink. Here I
Well,
go.
I told you. I warned you. I said it wasn't a wise idea.
That's really good stuff.
That's your first bit
You're
of
insane.
alcohol.
You okay? You okay, Miss Hart?
Yeah, can I have some water?
I'm not healing you or helping you out. You did that to yourself.
I hand her over the water that I have.
And she goes, I asked for water, not void.
It's, I'm guessing, the best they have.
Okay.
But it does taste like water.
She takes a sip. She goes, oh, that makes me a little bit better. That really hurt. Oh. Oh. Okay. My heart's still beating. Whoa, wow. That's
You
really
have
fast.
no-
As she's like, put her hand over her. Wow, that's going really fast. Whew.
You have no sympathy from me. I warned you.
You did. And I think you should join us.
Nope.
As you can
One
see
shot
sweat
is
dripping
going
down
to
her forehead.
Nothing to you. It's not going to impair any judgment. Think of it as team
That's
building.
not what I'm saying no to. As you can see, I'm reading a medical book.
And you can still read the medical book after you've finished taking a shot.
We don't take shots from where I'm from. Yes, we celebrate.
Bottle.
Oh!
Sorry. I'm sorry. Shots? Ha! We do the whole bottle.
We don't drink alcohol where I'm from. We use it to sanitize things.
Well,
Medical
then
instruments.
use
You know, the
this
things that we use to save
like
your
Miss
lives.
Hart. Sanitize your insides.
My insides are clean enough, thank you.
When was the last time you checked?
Let me see. Oh, it was the time where I afterwards had to heal some of you. Because the water was weird.
That's when you checked your insides?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said shower.
It's a very odd time you checking your insides.
Hello?
Sorry, no. My speaker mic cut out, so I thought you said shower.
You made that so much worse. Oh my gosh. Continue, go.
Beautiful.
Well, once you realize what Maxwell says, you hear a voice. I'm sorry if I can interrupt, please. And as you hear this, you see coming from the tunnels a very short, about 4 foot tall, appears to be male, kind of black cloak over his body. The hood's over, very dark skin. The arms are kind of folded in, but you can't really see the hands as kind of the cloak covers it. What are you, the surface folk?
Yes, and I'm just gonna sip the bottle from Aspen. How can we help you?
If you're busy, you have to come back a different day.
I think you'll find this is the day that we're probably the least busy. How can we help?
The lady would like a word, but she didn't want to interrupt you, so I came down here first to make sure you were okay. Apparently, you are not okay, and I will come back later. Gives a little bow and turns around and begins to it's like a shuffle. Stop.
It's fine. We're not busy.
Today's not my day. I do not like this day. Okay. And you hear this muttering behind him as he turns around and goes, "Please come to the table, please. Thank you, thank you. I hate my life." And just walks. And just kind of shuffles over to a table and sits down. You'll have to pull some chairs around if you wish.
There's gonna be a ray of sunshine.
Sunshine, there's no sunshine down here in the underdog, fucking idiots.
I'm gonna set the bottle in front of him. Will you take a shot, sir?
He doesn't look up to you, he goes, "They think I'm fucking cheap too, fuck me. Fucking if I hate this, it's so stupid. Why did they make me do this? I'm done. You can't. Oh, hi, you're in front of me now. Okay, sit down."
We sit.
You pull some chairs around and goes, the gentleman before that you have met, those who shall not be named, he asked me to give this to you, though. And he puts a bag in front of each of you. So this is a gift to you for saying thanks to get the key.
I'm still hanging on to, by the way, just so you know.
I literally picked you up bridal style, and you are still in my lap.
Yes. Just curled up in your lap.
A demon who thinks it's a child and an elf who thinks he's a dad. Well, you don't see that every day. It's like a
Not a mom.
Give him a side eye and kind of like
and
you
see-
feel, Corfo, you feel like Aspen's tail kind of like tighten a little bit.
Oh.
Everybody take a look at the bag in front of you. They're all the bags in front of you have a drawstring. They're small little cotton sacks. They're about 5 inches high and 3 inches wide, just small little sacks, and they appear to be puffed out.
Yeah, as I'm opening mine up, I do look
What's
at
in
the
them?
drow man, and I say, "Oh, I did used to be your father." And I opened up the bag.
Don't really care.
Wait,
As you
what?
open the bag and you see inside.
You better-
You know what? No. After you. Go ahead.
You are a dad?
That I was.
So I guess we're two dads then, not dad and mommy.
I
Wait.
didn't hear that D at all.
I said I guess we're two dads then, and not dad and mommy.
So, the sacks.
I don't even give that. I don't even give that a response.
Corfo, since you're the first one to take it out, you take out, and inside is another cotton sack with a name on it that you instantly recognize.
Mm.
With an uppercase letter and a lowercase with a period, and the name of the product itself that reads, Mr. Popcorn. And you open that, and that white cotton pouch that you've seen before. You open it up, and there's popcorn in it. Yours is caramelized.
That's quite cute.
As soon as that happens, you just see Aspen's ears shoot up.
Do you go to yours? You have a pouch.
Yeah, I'll see mine. I'm still kind of curled up on Corfo, but not like hugging him as tightly as before.
Looking into your pouch, you open it up, and it's saying it says Mr. Popcorn, and inside that is caramelized popcorn.
You see Aspen's eyes like go huge, and his pupils dilate. He's just like, He's just staring into this pouch, not moving, just like, is this real?
Have we all got that in our pouches?
Say that again, I'm sorry?
Have we all got that in our pouches?
Are you asking?
Yes.
Oh, yes, they thought it'd be a good gift. I could care less, but apparently they wanted you to have a gift, so there's the gift. It's popcorn. What do you expect? It's popcorn. Every like, see, you act like children. So
Yes, a yes would have sufficed.
Yes.
Okay. She just opens it.
And caramelized popcorn with the name Mr. Popcorn.
You kind of see a slightly smile, but then also it just drops, and she's kind of just a bit like, "What the hell is this?"
You were there when we got
No,
popcorn.
no, as in like that's our payment. What the hell?
I have a quick question, sir.
Of course you do. Everybody has a question. What's this? What's that? What are you? What is this? What's your question?
Where did you guys get this?
Popcorn in the city that you're in now. What do you expect? It's in the city. Where's the city? There's a city. There's popcorn. There's popcorn. There's a city. It's right in the city. I don't know how you would have missed the city. He screams all the day long and every night and all day.
Okay.
Mr. Popcorn's in this city right now?
I mean, that's what he calls himself, Mr. Popcorn. I don't think that's the name. That's Mr. Popcorn. Who's Mr. Popcorn? What is Mr.? What is Popcorn?
This guy is my favorite character.
No, he's annoying. He's worse than other Cinder.
Oh!
You guys, we have a fantastic opportunity. Mr. Popcorn's down here, which means he's going to be going back up to the surface sometime in the near future or sometime in the future.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Popcorn is right about now?
Points above him.
Helpful. Like an exact location.
Exact location. What is the location? What is this exact? How would I know if this is exact location? People move. People
Okay,
have
you
legs. Does
could
he
have
have
just
legs?
said
Yes,
no.
a car. I
You
don't
could
really
have just
know.
said no. You
No.
could have just said no.
No.
Thank you.
No. This.
You can literally see I don't know what she wants to do. It's just kind of just, you know, when people are so done, they just want to whack their head against the table, like just drop, just.
Please don't.
you can just see her like wanting to do this.
Pushes the bottle in front of Arabic. Smirk on his face, just like, you know you want to.
You cut out halfway through that.
Are you going to drink it? He knows you want to.
Wait, drink what?
He slid the
Yeah.
bottle.
The alcohol.
She'll like slip it back to him.
Oh my gosh.
Before we leave the Underdark, I'm getting you to drink a shot.
You will not.
If you're all done being really stupid, then I can talk now. Oh man, can I never talk when I want to talk? I can't talk when people talk. I want to talk, but when other people don't.
Why don't you just talk?
I don't want to talk anymore. You're talking. You all kind of just sit there quietly for a solid like 2 minutes, as he just kind of sits there, you know, ruffling under his sleeves, just kind of frustrated. Fine, I'll talk. Nobody else wants to talk. I'll talk. I really don't care. Who wants to care? I don't care. Possibly somebody cares. I don't care. Here's a map. And just like puts down a map. And you can see like it's like a very just like a hand drawn part of like half the city, at least the front half itself. It's there's really no landmarks on it other than just kind of scripts of buildings and whatnot. And then he kind of pulls out pulls out a scroll and starts reading and whatnot. Then he wants you to finish your task and then you can move up to the surface. Do you accept?
Yes?
Good. Always get them to accept first before knowing the contract. Good boy. I know what I'm doing. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. Okay.
You
She just takes the
something.
contract off of him.
Okay, you're thinking, goes, that's not very nice. Why would you do that? Why would I do that? I don't understand people anymore. Surface folk are dumb.
She's ignoring this guy. She's reading this contract.
Reading the contract, it it literally says, don't be awkward. Tell them what I want. Do this now.
No.
You just see her just like roll it back up and just hand it to him slowly.
And he goes back to hold
Just
it.
like
And he'll take it, and his sleeves like are two logs. You don't see his hand. He just grips it through his sleeves and goes back to like reading it.
this point in time, Maxwell's just feeding some of the popcorn from inside of his bag to Lily. She's like, this is fantastic.
And you can't hear anything but she's just like the one piece of popcorn is like half her body. So she's just like sitting at it, just like mowing it down as fast as she could.
Oh my god.
Breaking off like the pieces of the shell and like flicking it away.
Do you have the contract with you?
I am the contract.
You are the contract.
Fear me. Sorry, I just wanted to say that.
You know, when he says that, she's just like deadpan, just like, really? I've dealt with worse, like, these past few days, really?
So what do you need
Dealt with fucking dinosaurs?
or for you?
You need to kill the Lady of the Fang.
We have to do the what?
I don't really like repeating myself. It makes me feel awkward. Oh wait, she told me not to be awkward. Darn it. Kill the Lady of the Fang.
You just said she, so your employer is a woman? Okay. So this isn't instructions coming from the nameless guy.
Is this really that hard to think of mistress as my master? Oh, okay. I see how surface.
Oh, shut up.
I mean, I could, but you just asked me to ask more questions, and so if I shut up, I can't answer the questions. But if I
Okay.
answer the questions, I have to shut up.
Lady of the Fang.
That's what I said.
Where can we find her?
Lady of the Fang is in the northern stone district. You'll see it. I have way for you to blend in again. The lady will give it to you. You will search for her and kill her. Recommended, do not make it known that we told you to do it, or that you did it yourselves. If you're found out, we don't know. She told me how to say this better. She had a lot better words, but I think the way I'm saying it's just fine. I think you all know what I'm saying. The key that you found is shut the fuck up.
Is somebody talking to you?
Yes, you are.
Wait, sorry, the key that we found is what?
Is a shut up. Gosh. Ugh. And you see him just his head just falls on the table.
Aspen gives a slight jump and just.
And it wasn't like a soft, it was like literally and the head just kind of bounces off the table a bit.
Something tells me he just talked about something he's not allowed to talk about.
You don't say.
Mm.
Anna's just gonna like poke his shoulder.
And then body kind of faces back up. Yes. Well, that really hurt.
What just happened?
I don't know. Sorry about that. This is a lot better. Hi, how are you? Pleasure to meet all of you. What was I? Oh yes, magic key. The key that you acquired from what I've heard, the Bright Light District. The one that we can't usually go. That key is actually quite special. It's a magical key that can open any door.
Oh.
Well, at least with the right components. By itself, it's just an ordinary fake key. But if you wish to have it open a door, you need a spider's venom, the blood of a mortal, and a piece of the homeowner. Let it be like a shirt, cloth, or a body part, or bodily fluid. It doesn't really matter. Just something personal to that person, and that will open any door that person would say have locked themselves.
Did his accent just change?
Okay, so we need spider's venom, a blood of a mortal or an immortal?
Oh, an immortal. Sorry, I don't mean to. Sorry, the accent kind of messed up a little bit there. He's don't worry, he shouldn't come back for a little bit. We'll be okay. But of a mortal, not a immortal, that'd be quite hard to get.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so it could technically be anybody's blood around this table.
Can I have some of that alcohol? Actually, that stuff looks really good.
Go for it. You can take a shot. Some of us won't.
Where can we find spider's venom?
Takes a sip and goes, slides it back. Oh, he's coming back. Poof, and just falls flat on the face of the table.
Poke.
Slowly rises. Oh, I hate everybody. Why is this a thing? I really don't want to be here. Oh, I drink alcohol. This is great. I hate alcohol. He knows I hate alcohol. Why am I doing this?
Okay, so there's two of you, but I still have a question that needs to be answered.
That's
Spiders.
insulting. Why are you saying there's two of me? There's just one in front of you. I see no two. I see no three. I see only you.
Okay, where can we find spiders, Venom?
Points up.
Somebody else
Probably
talk to
an
him.
apothecary or a spider.
Well, I'm not going anywhere near a spider. I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm not. No.
Well, then you can stay here and stay in the Underdark.
Well, one of you luck can find a spider.
And you just see being taken out of his pocket a little vial of red liquid and a little vial of green liquid. He just sets it onto the table and just slides it over.
What are these? I'm gonna guess the blood of a mortal is the red one. So that one must be the spider's venom.
So observant. I'm so proud of you. Yes, good job. As he just kind of claps
Shut up.
under his clothes.
I'm going to need a description of the Lady of the Fang. Don't want to kill the wrong woman.
Lady of the Fang looks like all the other women drow. You'll see on her cloak, instead of web as the one you saw before, it will be filled with spider fangs. That is the only way to distinguish. Purple eyes, dark skin, white hair. Really mean. Likes to kill you.
Really mean.
Are you able to think the best way to enter her home?
What's the key?
I meant angle, back door, basement.
Front door. Window.
I do not know. I do not go to the house of the Lady of the Fang. The Lady of the Fang will hurt me, will kill me, will skin me.
Well, to be honest, we can kind of get through any door, considering we now have this key.
Well, no, we need a piece of the Lady of the Fang to open a door that she has locked. Do you have that?
I do not have that, but I'm sure I can help you get towards the street that you are need. I am, as sad as I hate to say it, I am supposed to be your guide.
Alright then.
I really thought you would have rejected that. Damn it.
You drank some of the alcohol. You're part of the party.
How do we get to her house without being detected?
And he begins to set out circlets. And puts out 4 circlets in front of you.
Okay.
Actually, I lied. 3 circlets, my bad. And with that, there he hands out what's that called? Give me a second. Google. I totally forgot what it was. That's not what I thought. What? Bloody.
Do you need help?
Yeah. I forget how to pronounce this damn gem.
Which
This is
gem?
when this is when dyslexia is at its finest, everybody. Amethyst? An amethyst?
Amethyst.
Amethyst. Thank you. Sorry, that was the dyslexia of me. Amethyst. Perfect, almost like perfect, like star-shaped amethyst gems in front of each of you.
Okay, I put on the circlet.
There's 3, so who's taking the 3?
Oh.
Who would be best to have the circlet?
And he just begins to start speaking Elvish. And, Corfell, you just hear, I really hate people. I really, really don't like people. Why can't I just stay in my hole? Why did the lady have to get me? I don't want to be a part of this. You think they would be smart enough to figure it out by now, but people are dumb. Surface people must be really dumb. The sun must really affect their brain. No, that really makes a lot of sense. Then he just continues to go on.
In Elvish, are you quite done?
He just continues talking to himself.
Oh my god.
She'll just whack her hand down on the table in front of him.
he doesn't jump, but his voice just goes silent. And I will say, because I forgot to describe this earlier, as dialects go, Elvish is a universal language of the elves, but the Drow do have a different dialect. So though you can understand a majority of it, it is quite obvious that you have different dialects. If for those, since we're all anime people here, well, at least most of us are, it's pretty much the difference between a Tokyo and Osaka dialect. If, those who know of that meaning, words are different and the accents are different, but the majority of it is the same. But there is noticeable differences, stuff that you don't understand.
Oh, okay.
And that goes for Corfell as well. Like the Drow have kind of their own special dialect. Same with Wood Elves, High Elves, and whatnot. But they're all very universally the same. Just to make you aware of all that. But yeah, he just doesn't mutter and he just kind of stops.
I would say you, Aramid, Aspen, and Corca. Take a break. Take a circle.
Well, what do the circlets do?
Do you put it on?
No, I'm asking him, what do they do?
And he'll grab it. And he goes, "It will take an hour for you, but this is what they do." Puts on his head, and his image fades and turns into a drow. Oh, sorry. No, you said circlet. My bad. I flopped that. Circlet. He puts it on, and it's like, it doesn't do anything. It begins to speak a language. Does anybody speak Undercommon?
I need to check, actually. I do not.
Nope.
Give me 1 second. Pretty sure I don't. Nope.
Okay. All speaking in a language that none of you really know, and then kind of takes it off and goes, "This will make you understand it."
Ah. In that case, then I say that I wouldn't need a circlet, since I would just speak Elvish.
I'll take one.
Okay.
Actually, we'll pick one up first.
Who's picking the third?
I'd put it on Aspen's head.
Okay.
So all of you, those who put it on, have a circlet of comprehend languages.
Ooh.
And it is constantly activated. So, I will say those will be needed back whenever the quest is complete. Do not break them, they are quite expensive.
Wait, who are the three that have them again? Sorry.
Me, you, and Maxwell.
Thanks.
And then there are 5 of the amethyst gems. And he will take that, and then with that, his body begins to shimmer and turns into a drow male.
One question I think we've neglected. Once the Lady of the Fang is dead, do you want anything as proof of death?
Head, skin of body would be nice. But proof of some way of death would be official enough. Skin of body and head will be bonus.
Final question. Once we are done with the deed, where do we go to then get back here, or to meet up with any agent of your lady?
He begins to kind of think for a moment and kind of, you see him kind of going over everything he's kind of been told, and he goes, "Head to the Staff and the Spectre. That tavern will be, one of us will be waiting.
Alright then.
Do not fail this, or your lives will probably be forfeit. I don't know. I doubt I will kill you, but they probably will."
It's not the first death threats we've had.
Oh, I'm not threatening. It's just what they do. They kill. They eat. They kill. They rule. They slave. It's just who they are. It's just the people.
One question from more of a utility standpoint. Would you be able to get me arrows?
You can certainly buy arrows when we're out. I
And
do
will
not. I
they
do not.
accept gold?
I don't recommend using them. That is surface monkey. I recommend using drow.
Got those drow coins then, isn't it?
We can supply if you wish. If you wish to transfer money.
No worries. I've picked up coins along the way. I'm sure it'll be enough.
Do you want?
Real quick, Corfel, make sure you double check that because you did buy something already with those coins.
What did I buy with those coins?
You technically use those to help Max buy a bronze, not a bronze blazer. So I would double check your character.
Blazer.
A brass blazer. So you might not have any left.
I will not have any left, and that'll be the reason they weren't on my character sheet. Okay.
Yeah, my apologies for not letting you know earlier. I assumed your character would have allowed that.
I would have allowed it, I just didn't know. So yeah, in that case, then I'll look at the dude and be like, I will need to transfer money in that case.
I meant to let you know. My apologies.
Can you use a light crossbow, Corvo?
I can.
I do have a light crossbow with some bolts. You can. If you want to save your money.
It's not a sense of. It was more of I would rather restock. As these are all I have. They're just 6 arrows that I made while we were in like the dinosaur area. So they're not even proper arrows.
In that case, Maxwell's just gonna turn to Heart and just hand her the crossbow.
Corfel, I have arrows.
I'm aware. I figured you'd want them.
Well, I tend to use this, and she'll just like pick up the warhammer.
Well, whatever you're willing to spare.
Yeah, I'll just give you half of them.
So what are you guys doing?
I now have
10.
16 arrows.
Okay. Is that you guys still need to do transfers or no?
No. It should be okay.
Okay. So no transferring needs to be done by anybody.
No.
No.
Easy enough then. Is there any preparations you need to do before we conclude?
I have a question for player to DM.
Yeah.
I handed Mr. No Name my gloves.
Yep.
Would he still have them?
Yep.
Because I know with Cinder at the moment. So.
Yep. He never returned them. He never left them.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, sorry.
No, don't apologize. Alright.
Preparation. I would like to listen to the guide and basically rebuild in on local custom. I want to be able to blend in with the best of them. I want every social cue. I want to be taught how to interact with my peers, my betters, the people below me.
That is a very good shout. We should all have that.
Have you met me? Am I not here? Have my tendencies... Have I been cured of my awkwardness?
Got it. Be awkward.
Oh, you're
No,
being sarcastic.
I wish you to go into great detail. Every slight thing.
I don't, I don't,
In your best impression, act like your mistress.
You doing this will be able to help us get our job done better, so we can interact with the drowns above us.
What about the bartender?
I mean, if the bartender's still there, I will also look to him to be like, can you help us?
The bartender just kind of is not paying attention to any of this, and he's just kind of still cleaning. The little man in front of you kind of just goes, fear the women. You are trash compared to them. You are slaves.
I need you to feel the part. Become your mistress for just 5 minutes. Just think what she would do. Act like she would act. You got this. The stage is yours. Forget who you are.
I'm gonna go. I just pull the shirt up and begins to walk away.
Well done, Maxwell. Well done.
I was trying.
You tried to stage school a man that genuinely has the balls of a gnat.
You'd be surprised at what some stage people are like. Some people can't talk to other people in public, but they'd be fantastic on stage.
I think you just expected Drow to have theatre.
Do they not have theater?
They have, like, gladiatorial pits where they fight for entertainment. It's the closest you'll get to theatre here.
Good to know.
So, no. So as you guys are kind of having this conversation, let me go. He will just kind of step out. Main rule: fear the women. Be strong like the slaves. And don't look the women in the eye. Don't overstep your bounds. Do what you are told, and fear everyone.
See, that's what I want. We address them as my lady.
You trust them as the lady.
The lady. Alright then.
Do we bow to them?
Oh, I highly recommend you do. Kiss the dirt,
there-
bury yourselves.
Is there a specific bow?
The
Or is it
lower-
just a simple like,
The lower
hinge
the
waist?
better. If you can drop to your knees and become one with the earth, it still will not be low enough for them.
Wow.
You are nothing. You are scraps. You are skin bags. You are meat sacks. If they were to know that any of you were lying and faking, they would not hesitate to skin you alive, revive you once you are dead, and do it again and again and again, until they have had their enjoyment, which will never be fulfilled.
And this is why I asked for coaching.
Noted. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Maxwell's casting mage armor on himself right now.
Alright. Is there any service that you need of me, or may I take my leave?
Oh, are we not following you?
I hoped you forgot. I'd like to say one thing. She kind of raised her hand. Miss Hart. I do not mind coming, though. I do not have a circlet, so I don't recommend me to do any of the talking.
Will they understand us in their language where we wear this circle?
You can only understand them. If you speak, it will come out as common.
Teach us how to say the lady in your language.
You kind of, you can see him ruffling with his sleeves a little bit. Halwende.
And was that Elven?
Yep.
Okay.
One more time.
He's speaking Elven, so they don't expect you to speak any other language, just Elven.
Halwende.
Okay.
So, I mean, if this helps.
And I'll say that my question came after that.
That's fine.
So they don't expect you to speak any other language, just Elvish.
Oh, if that was a question, I thought that was a statement. My apologies.
No, that was a question.
Oh, my apologies. That was a statement. Yes, there's only one language down here in the under there. There's only one species here that may speak common to them, which none of you will know.
Okay.
I mean, since Ermet already knows Elvish, shouldn't Miss Hart take the circlet then?
I can speak some Elvish.
Miss Hart, take the circlet.
No, it's all right. I can speak Elvish. I don't know. I haven't done it for a while since I started traveling, and most people speak Common, so I just haven't spoken for a while. I can speak Elvish though. It's okay.
Maxwell will take off his split and put it on. Miss Hart.
That doesn't make sense, Max.
I have a small little
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you Maxwell. I mean Mr. Belmont. I'm sorry.
It's fine. You can call me Maxwell or Max. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're all friends here.
Okay.
I have a little friend who can whisper me secrets and words that I might need to know.
Does a pixie speak at a drow?
Pixies speak Elvish.
Do they actually?
Yep. They're all pixies, sprites. They also speak
Fair.
Sylvan.
Oh, I thought they would just speak Sylvan. That's funny. Okay, fair enough. I honestly think I would be better off without it, but if you think that's I honestly can speak Elvish, Max. Like really, I can speak. It's been a
You're fine.
year.
You're fine. You're fine. Keep it.
I don't want for future reference. Your mic went dead.
Hello.
You sound further than I've ever heard you.
I turned your volume up before we started, and I can't hear you now.
You sound like you're whispering from across.
It's the mic problem that they're having with their computer.
You got this.
We'll continue until they figure out, which is fine. Just technical difficulty of everybody, and my apologies. The life of a streamer. Hey, there you go. Hey, that's a lot better too.
Discord didn't want to accept my headset.
Right. Welcome to my life. Almost every time I turn it on. I feel your pain.
I said Maxwell, and he's just given up his circlet.
I believe
Max.
Aspen doesn't speak it either.
Aspen?
I mean, he's wearing a circlet, he's fine.
Oh.
And can I just
Maxwell.
give thumbs up? Like, I don't really talk much anyway.
Yes.
Maxwell, take it.
If anyone asks, Aspen has no tongue. For whatever reason.
He kind of just like sticks his tongue out and like pulls it back. He's just like,
I mean,
just no tongue.
if we ask you a specific question, we may have to come up with a reason why you can't reply.
You had your tongue cut out.
Or you can just say that I'm mute. I wasn't born with.
I mean, I kind of looked at
That
the
would
guide and
be
being like, is that a viable thing?
It's possible, but it would make more sense if his tongue was cut out. But at the same time, you might not want to do that because then, I went Miss Hart with that. Sorry, I wouldn't recommend that because it would be, if the tongue was cut out, I would recommend to actually cut it out to make it more viable. Born mute, they might try to test the fact, or they might just get mad and stab him anyways, cut out his tongue no matter what. It's really hard to tell with them.
I'll just say I don't like to talk.
Oh, they'll really kill you then.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Aspen, how accepting of you are with losing a tongue?
Kind of just gives you a look like, are you
I'm
fucking
joking.
me?
I'm not gonna cut out your tongue. Nobody's gonna cut out your tongue.
I don't even think I can heal that.
I'll just wear the circlet.
I think
Yeah.
just limit your speaking to the lady. It is dropped to the ground. Oh, by the way, should we be doing that every time we walk past a female drow, or just...
I would just recommend to step off to the side as far as you can get, bow from your waist down, and don't look at them. If one addresses you, that's when I would fall into the ground itself.
Got it. Thank you.
I was so hoping somebody would forget to ask that question. You guys would just be dropping every single time. You talk about
I'm
it.
just,
Spice?
Two spots.
Spice?
Are we ready?
I sure hope so. I could move around a bit.
I just want to check something before we leave. Really quickly opens up all the PDFs.
What you were trying to do?
open all them PDFs.
I'm just checking if I have the ability to do something. If I don't, then I'll drop it.
What's your ability that you're trying to think?
I'm just checking if I have the ability to do something.
Yeah, I'm asking that something.
Yeah, no, it's to do with my spell casting.
What? Okay.
I'm just
Let me know.
I'm just checking.
Actually, yeah. Okay.
No, I can't. Okay, so no, with some clerics, you're able to sit down for an hour and swap out spells. I was seeing if I could do that as a ranger, but I can't.
Ah, okay. I get you. All right. Well, there's.
Sorry for the quick interruption. Just gonna give a small shout out to Incompetech.com for letting us use their amazing audio. Created by Kevin McElroy. So thank you very much. If you want, you can go check them out at Incompetech.com. So, yeah, thank you for providing us with that atmospheric music. Like, I can frickin' talk today.
You're just so in character.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, anyway, continue.
Also, give a shout out to audio by Tim from tabletopaudio.com. You should totally check his audio out, as also as tabletop.com. Thank you both for your audio. I super appreciate it, and keep up the good work, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Everybody say thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And with that, you guys, you all taking a gem and put it in your pocket, or where are you putting it?
Mm-hmm.
Question.
Yes. Answer, maybe.
Am I an adult drow or a child?
Yeah,
what's
do
your
our
height
heights
again?
change?
What's your heights?
I'm 4'11". So I'm really short.
I am, for some reason, the whole thing wanted to reset itself.
You're like 5'3", right?
I'm 5'2".
Close.
Okay, so yeah, both of you are pretty sure. You are. It looks like you guys are like teenage drow.
All right.
Okay.
Shirtless, still muscular. The rest of you are a little bit more muscular, wearing kind of like just gray cotton pants, with kind of like a leather tie around the waist. Black hair that's kind of pulled back into a ponytail. Y'all look like pretty much. Wow, did I just say y'all? Wow, okay.
Yep.
Y'all pretty much look like a school field trip.
Okay.
That's essentially how it kind of looks like. But like, if it, like a school field trip looked like gladiator drow.
Okay.
School of Gladiators.
And you guys begin to make your way towards the tunnel. He heads back the way you entered. You guys walk around for about 45 minutes before you actually get your bearings until you start hearing the faint sounds of a nearby, of what would be bustling city above.
As we are
oh.
walking, I'd like to ask our friend, is there a formation that we should walk in when we get to the surface? Or is walking in a cluster fine?
I see nothing wrong with being in a cluster.
Strength in numbers.
And with that, the sounds of the city begin to enter in, clanging of metal, footsteps, horses are being drawn by carriage as you guys enter into what appears to be like a building. And you guys walk up the stairs from the cellar and you walk outside and you're instantly hit with that, again, very dimly lit green fog with the hue of purple hitting around the ebony stone around you. Many drow walk around. You see slaves of many different races, mostly human. You see some dwarves, some other like real elvish, not real elvish, but like high wood elves walking around. Mainly humans. You do see a scatter of everything else. And the little man just begins to start walking. You all begin to follow, being wary of not to bump into anybody and to keep an eye on each other. It's kind of hard to tell from one to another, as you do see others, many that look exactly like you. Almost like, again, school outings, field trips where you see many teens, drow running around, but many of them are wielding short swords. You can see cuts on them all over their bodies. You can see one of them actually is running, their arm is loose, so you can see it's actually broken from what appears to be like the elbow and below, as it just kind of flops in up and down around as they run across. You can see he's in pain, but he doesn't show it, as you just see tears running down his face as they kind of rush by you. You see traders of drow walking with their wagons. You can see goods in the back, barrels, different sacks of grain, it appears like. You can see small little shops alongside. In fact, one of the shops that you pass, it's not too busy inside, but in it you can see, I should say above it, my apologies, above it you can see the name of what says Wonderful Mystery. And kind of peering through the dark fog glass, you can see different vials of different appears to be potions, as well as you see items like wands, goggles, and some other things all laid out along the walls. Appears to be some sort of magic shop. Walking in further, you see there are a few women out. Typically, they are on some sort of steed, or as a steed, well as being servants, as you see many chairs being drawn by like 4, 6, 8 different types of humanoids carrying them on the seat, walking down the street. And as you do, you guys step to the side and kind of bow from the waist as they walk by, not giving them eyesight. There's very few women that you can see, but when they are here, you see their presence itself demands respect and fear. And when they walk down, you can see you can feel the overwhelming sensation of the emotion fear, to the point where you feel that energy in your bones almost begin to shake with the surroundings. As you can just feel their piercing eyes look down to all of you. You can see when they're further away, you can see their eyes are less pink and more purple. And they almost like they can see into your souls.
Yay!
It's hard to keep up with this guy because every time when the female comes, you all step to the side and bow. He does neither and just keeps on walking forward.
What an asshole!
And it takes you a few moments. You actually have to like take a bit of like kind of a running walk to catch up as he does. For each time you have to do it, he doesn't even bother and just continues to move.
Why doesn't he? Not fair.
Do you want to ask?
I mean, we're kind of out in public, so
Hey, it's up to you.
probably wouldn't be the best.
The buildings themselves, the floor itself, the road is just carved out from the stone, and you can see they try to create a pattern of what appears to be misshaped of like kind of like stones of like marble, and it's just engraved into the rock itself. It's quite beautiful. The craftsmanship of this area is actually stunning, and you get to see this city a little bit more walking through it now. You can see their clothing is quite magnificent being down here. At least those of what appear to be have some sort of stature. You can see very fine silk clothing. Most of them adorned with dark blues, purples, greens, and blacks. And once in a while, a dark red. The drow men don't appear to have as much of a status. You don't see any of them wearing great robes. If there are men of status, they typically are followed by some esquires or following themselves a great female drow walking behind them, making sure people are staying out of the way. And you can see many of them are wearing large great swords, some of them wearing no weapons at all, others using wands you can see strapped to their hilts. But none of them are carried or followed like the female. It's quite interesting. Is there anything else you're going to be looking out for while you're walking?
I've seen I've seen men, that's particularly servants, wearing things to symbolize that they are the slave of that person. So I'm looking out for someone that may have spider fangs on them.
Make a perception check.
Because those are the people we're going to have to interact with when we get in the house.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 8.
An 8. Looking around, you don't really see brandings. The most of the time you see a brand is typically on the ones that, like, you've seen children run around, same with kind of like the very tough bodies, bruises. All the children here are battered and bruised. Like, all of them. The only ones you don't see that are battered and bruised are, like, the ones helping, like, a tavern or a shop. Otherwise, if you're, like, under 15, you see black, blue, red bruises all over them. Open wounds. Wounds are scattered. Some of them with missing eyes, limbs. Some of them have gone bald. Like, you can see the children here all look like they've just been beat to absolute hell and back.
Yeah, Emma's just going to keep her head down and just carry on walking because she is just going to...
Aspen's...
She sees that.
You two don't look battered at all. You stand
That's what I was... Aspen...
Yeah.
I want him to try and be kind of stealthy. But I want him to take one of his daggers and just, like, make cuts on himself. Like, not too deep, but to try and make it look like he's been in a fight and kind of take the blood and kind of like smear it on his face and maybe like pinch himself really hard in like certain areas to make bruises.
Well, first make a stealth check to see, or make a sleight of hand check to see how well you can do this out while you're walking on the street.
18.
Okay, yeah. I'll say that's stealthy enough. Go ahead and roll with everything you're doing, roll a d8.
D8. Alrighty. That is a 6.
I will say overall you take 6 points of damage from the cuts, bruises that you self-inflicted, but you do blend in a little bit more than your counterpart airman.
Alright.
I was just going to try and keep my head down in the hopes that would take some heat off.
Then go ahead and roll. Are you wearing your armor, by the way, Airman?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Did you leave your armor, or you have it with you?
Oh,
I think you put it in your bag, right?
I did put it in my bag.
Yeah, but I'm asking, did you leave it, or are you having bringing it with you?
No, because I would have literally just had my books, so to speak, and then I probably would have put those in my room and picked up my weapon and gone.
So you left your armor.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and make a straight stealth check just to see how well you blend in.
Hey!
Hey.
Non-natural 20.
Like
Okay,
that
yeah.
dirty 20.
A
Easy
dirty
enough.
20.
You guys are able to blend in a fair amount, not drawing too much attention to yourselves. You continue to walk, and you're not really seeing any emblems, though, as you do see some brands, but they're typically above around the age of like 16 and up that you start seeing brands, and they're literal brands that are just branded onto their shoulders. You can see some of the elder ones, like I mean elder, I mean like 20s that they appear to look at, and I mean like 20s as in human years, but at the same time, like in a little bit into the elders year, well, you see them adorned in tattoos of whatever house they've been in, and you can see usually the higher up ones are tattooed all over their body of whatever. Typically, they're of spiders, fangs, blood. Kill marks of like kind of counting down their kills of poison, blood, anything that represents pretty much the Underdark or death or of their house. In fact, you pass one gentleman, appears to be in his early 20s, shirtless, appears to have a little bit more of a stature, but is still with a group of what appears to be kind of like a school outing. He himself, you can see the tattoo crawling up his neck, like up his chest and around his neck, is a spider. And the spider's bit into his throat as the arms were wrapped around his throat like it's squeezing. And then the web wrapping down into his lower torso, almost like embodying himself in like a spider's web. On the left side, you see a feminine body with long fingers and claws going in and like almost stabbing him into the back with her fingernails. As the other one wraps around the back of his head up to his forehead and his eyes, and you see her hand almost like it looks like it just hands ripped through the face of a tattoo. And as he passes closer, you can see those scars are real. It looks like almost like he did it himself to match the tattoo with realism.
That's
Going
Ow!
through one of the eye itself, and it does appear to be self-inflicted.
Ow! Jesus Christ!
Welcome to the
That's
Underdark.
intense.
I feel so bad for these people!
And you continue to walk, and seeing this left and right. It's a very different city than what you're all used to. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and take a 10-minute break so everybody can get some water. And because I'm thirsty as crap, I'll say instead of 10, because, well, do we want 5 or 10-minute break, everybody?
5 should be.
Maybe only 5.
Okay, then for those who wish to get something, you have 5 minutes to do so. Otherwise, feel free to chit chat about stuff.
Yay!
Woot woot.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm so ready to die.
Yeah, same my hair.
What? Don't die!
My
Well,
character can't
think of it
afford
this
to
way.
die.
I'm gonna do something. She's gonna notice. My character personality is gonna come out. She's gonna be like, "You're not one of my boys," and she's gonna have me killed before I can grab my bow. I'm so ready.
Yeah, I can cast a little protection spell.
Oh, don't waste it on me. You good?
We're all gonna die, so it's okay.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Oh no, I'm so ready for it to be one of. It's gonna be like one of those Assassin's Creed missions where you kill the person that's your target and everything's fine. And then suddenly, as soon as the death animation finishes, there's about 50 guards, and you either have to fight your way through or run.
Well, we can't run. So, looks like we're fighting.
We're vaulting out the window, it's fine. We'll find
I can imagine that. What do we do now? Vault. I can just imagine Corval saying it.
It's like, I see a window, I'm diving for it.
DM, do I see a window? Yes, you do.
Hey, if I get cut by the glass, then my body is more realistic.
Yeah, no. In fact, you're probably gonna like hiss or something slightly, and that's gonna be like, they felt pain. That's not one of mine.
Well, if we're diving through the window, they know we're not one of ours.
Oh, the window game.
Or do you just...
Did you just add like an extra soundscape in there of like knives being polished or clinking metal or something?
No, I'm just...
No.
It times itself perfectly with people, apparently.
Medieval Town by Tabletop Audio. Check it out by Tim at tabletopaudio.com.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, folks.
And the other guy that
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Kevin McLeod. Well, is it Kevin McLeod or Kevin McLeod?
I
looks
don't
like both.
know.
I think it might be MacLeod.
MacLeod? I'm
Might be
sorry,
MacLeod.
we're butchering
We're so sorry if we're saying this wrong. We're trying.
You have people from 2 different countries, and we're still trying to figure it out. All I know is your music's amazing.
Like Kevin.
Like
So
Kevin.
go support Kev.
Me, go on and support good old Kev. Well,
And Tim.
From a European point of view, that's either MacLeod or McLeod.
McLeod.
I think it might be MacLeod.
MacLeod. You know what? I can do this. Hang on.
Either way, support Kevin Tim.
Kevin, Tim, good old buddies.
How to pronounce. I can look it up right here today. Look at that. Technology, everybody. We can do this.
McLeod.
McLeod. Sorry. It's McLeod.
It's a
Wow.
very weird.
Hey,
spelling.
it's only the 2nd episode. We didn't butcher it that often. McLeod.
I got it right! Thanks! What's it called? Blade
Cat.
Runner? No, not Blade Runner. Highlander.
Highlander, there you go. See, reading.
As in, there can only be one.
Yeah, because the main dude is called Colin McLeod.
I don't know. I can't remember. I watched it when I was very, very. I shouldn't have been watching it.
My name is Colin McLeod of the Clan McLeod, and I am immortal.
Sure.
We shall now duel, and I will take your life, and I will be electric.
Oh no, he says that before he stabs himself and then fucks a girl. You know, because that's how you pull people.
Sure.
That's a power move.
You know?
I heard a door slam.
Probably the fridge door.
I blame Maxwell.
I do too.
We're waiting for one. Sorry, everybody.
There can only be
I had
one.
to, I'm charging batteries for a vlog that I'm doing tomorrow, and I had to change them, and I needed water because I'm so thirsty. Are you making fun of me?
Ew.
No.
No, I don't know.
I actually couldn't hear what you said, so sure.
Just go with it. Just nod your head.
Okay, making popcorn doesn't take 5 minutes, Jay. This does not take 5 minutes. Oh my gosh.
It depends how you're making them. If you're making them in the bag in the microwave, no. If you're making them on the stove, yes.
No, because you have to preheat the stove, so therefore that only takes 5 minutes.
Who
Depends
preheats a
what
stove?
you make.
You have to heat up the. Don't you?
Do you mean oven? Not stove? Stove
No.
is the top.
No stove, like
Do you
the
want to
hot top.
come with me to vlog tomorrow?
Who preheats a stove?
You have to heat up the stove and heat up the pan before you can. You don't just put a pan on the stove, turn it on, and start cooking instantly. You gotta put. The
Yes, you
stove-
do!
No!
Yes!
How does the pan heat up that fast at your house? That's impossible.
It's called using a flamethrower, thank you very much!
Okay! I'm sorry that took so long. I had to on the counter because I'm a short motherfucker, okay?
We need to breaks more often.
This is the beauty of what our audience is missing. The dynamic.
This is what happens when we're
Glorious.
not live, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
My
It's also of Asher. Are we live?
yeah,
Are
you guys
we
are
live
constantly
now?
fearful.
Are we?
No!
Are we not live?
How did I not die? What?
What'd you do?
How? Where? What? Oh, I'm an idiot. Never mind.
He spilt something and now he's electrocuted.
No, my microphone stand I thought was missing a spring. And I'm like, if that fell off, that should have killed me because it would have gone straight up my face. But then I realized it's dark and it's right there, so we're good. That's
I feel like that's highly dangerous if you're just having like a spring aimed at your face constantly.
I have 4 of them, technically. Well, 2. Well, not exactly aimed at my face. One's aimed more at my groin. But...
Yeah, that's definitely not a fun place.
That's fine.
Local news: man gets penis shot off because of a string.
Yeah, that's how that works.
All of you.
That's totally
Getting a new
how-
piercing.
This is why you all need to get PC
Yay.
so we can game.
That brings a whole new definition of spring into action.
So you'll take -20 in everything you have. So, let's
No!
get back into dungeon.
I'm
Fast.
still alive.
You guys are walking down the street.
Penis.
I will have everybody to make a perception check for me.
Perception.
Wow.
Nailed it! Nat 1!
Nat 2.
Jeez, guys.
A 21.
And Aspen got a 5.
I'm bad at this.
Well, my head's down in all fairness, so.
Yeah, technically, well, Max, what are you looking at?
Maxwell's just can't even look at Lily because quite literally Lily's invisible. I'm just looking up to see if I can see Lily.
I do need to ask you a quick question.
Yes.
Can they just, I can't remember this with a warlock, which is why I'm asking. Can your familiar turn invisible at will?
Yes. It's ability of the sprite itself.
Is it? Okay. That's why I wanted to double check. Okay. Just double checking. So I'm just like, you might just have to get a sprite.
Action to do, but
it's not timed. It's not like
no,
maximum.
it's
amount of
concentration.
time. Okay. Just double checking. Their concentration literally means live or dead.
Quite literally, with how much hit points it has, if it survives a hit, I'd be surprised.
Damn!
So, you guys begin. Okay, so yeah, okay, everyone can't see crap. So, yeah, Max, you're just kind of looking
Except for
for
Coral.
your little pixie. Aspen, you're
Making myself bloody.
yeah, you might have cut yourself a little too deep. One of those times, you're just like ah.
Just trying not to make any noises, like.
I was supposed to lick my cheek, not my eye. You know, like you nick yourself with a knife or something like
Yeah,
So, and you
but
do that.
I'm tired and I was drinking earlier, so when I heard cheek, it made me think of butt cheek, and then I heard eye. I'm like, how's that? Oh wait.
There's more than one
Really
kind of-
bad
Eye
aim.
of the storm. Whoa.
But I will say, Aramid, up ahead you do see what appears to be what's the word? A gathering.
Okay.
And like a crowd kind of up ahead. You're really not able to see much more than that. All you do is people are begin to kind of rush past you and begin to make their way ahead of you. Though Corfeld, with your perception, you looking up ahead, you see all this going down, but then you see kind of a flash of divine energy up ahead, and it kind of lights up the street.
Somebody just got executed.
If you guys begin to make your way ahead of it, do you wish to do anything?
Or blinded.
Aramid, before continuing.
Ellie?
I don't, you don't want to do anything. That's fine. I'm just asking.
I'm thinking.
I'm still following our guide, but
Yeah.
if I'm able to see through people, like over the crowd at what's going on, then
He's heading straight for the crowd.
oh well, then yeah, I carry on straight away.
Oh my gosh. What was that? Someone dropped their phone.
Nope.
Someone rubbing their mic again.
Jay,
Nope.
looking at you, Aspen.
I
Looking
So popcorn in my mouth. Incorrect. I'm trying to buy it.
I'm like, someone dropped us.
I'm on my bed, thank you very much.
Good to know. Moving up ahead, he kind of walks up closer and goes, "Oh, here we go. We found her. Please watch. This is what happens day to day." As you begin to move forward, and you kind of have to. Is anybody pushing past the crowd to be able to see?
No.
No.
Okay. So if nobody's pushing in, you.
Is that unusual?
I'm naturally almost 6 feet anyway, so. Yeah.
True, but there's quite a bit of a crowd getting here, so you're only seeing the tops of heads. I will say, Corfo, go ahead and make another perception check, as I would probably say you're the only one tall enough to be able to check.
Oh. Well, Max is taller than me, so.
Max is?
I'm just gonna look through.
Yeah.
I'm 6 foot.
Dang, you're a tall boy. Okay. Make a perception
I'm
check.
just gonna look through Lily's eyes because she can fly above it.
Okay, so you send. She complains, but she hasn't finished her popcorn yet, which all of you have just been hearing crunching beside you as going down this loud. Because
Just
it's
gonna
I
tell her.
can imitate that. I have popcorn.
Mr. Popcorn's popcorn. Get your popcorn.
You can eat your popcorn while you watch for me. Thank you.
She goes, "Hey, thanks." And flaps its wings. Max, make a perception.
I'm gonna close my eyes and put a hand on just Aaron's shoulder.
Make a perception check for your spray.
14.
4.
So we're relying on Lily, because I got a 7.
Okay, yeah. Corfo, looking over, there's too many heads in the way. It's kind of like blocking your view, too much movement. Though Lily being able to be in the air, it gives you a much better view of what's going on here. And the moment you fly up, there's an open space between this crowd in the shape of what appears to be like an oval. And there's 2 drow in the middle of it, on either side. And you can see with your perception check of 14, there are 2 women. Both have long silver hair going down to past their hips. One is wearing purple robes. You're really not able to see the design too much. It doesn't appear like they have much embroidery actually on their clothing itself. But you can see they're very dark skin, appear to be a little bit shorter. The dark purple eyes do show through. Excuse me. And you can see she has a wand in her hand, and she's kind of giving a stance, and you see she has an entourage of appear to be a male drow behind her, not assisting, their weapons drawn at their hips, kind of waiting. On the other side, you see a very tall, like 6'4" tall female drow, long silver hair that almost glows and kind of floats in the wind. Dark, more like light gray skin, the purple eyes glow brighter. Wearing a jet black robes with red embroidery of what appears to be a spider, and then the fangs themselves are colored red and they bleed down to the dress, and the bottom of the robes themselves with this robe-like dress is just a puddle of blood of a design with bodies kind of drowning in its skulls, hands reaching out. As she stands there, no wand in hand, just kind of waits. There's some chatter, but I'll say with the kin... Oh, she can't speak all this, that's right. I'll say you're only getting bits and pieces of what people are saying being flown so high up as to not get hit.
I won't understand the language.
What's up?
I won't understand the language.
You will.
You will be wearing a
Just circle it.
I gave mine up, though.
I gave mine to you.
Are you keeping it, or was that? I thought that was already situated.
If she gave me hers, then I have.
Yeah, it's I
Okay.
can speak Elvish, so.
Okay. You're hearing bits and pieces of what they're saying, mostly coming from the other woman, of accusing of disrespect. That just because they may be of the house of another, you really didn't catch the name of that they can look down upon them, and it appears there's going to be a fight. And there's no movement coming from any of them, and it's kind of just quiet.
guys, there's definitely gonna be a fight. Seems like it's gonna be between houses.
Well, do what the guide does. Just do what the guide does.
And the guy's just sitting there. Enjoy the show. As he says that, Max, you can see that wand isn't a wand at all. In fact, when you get a little bit better of a look, it's a large steel spike. As the woman with great speed dashes ahead. And from an area from where you have no idea, you've never seen this, or where it's at, all of a sudden a large great sword appears in the hand of the one that is being charged, and it swings it down at the one charging with a spike. And you hear it clash. And all of a sudden, with great speed, you see them fighting back and forth. You thought this would be a magic fight. No, this is a huge melee fight of what appears to be these very strong warriors. And you hear, all of you are able to hear the clanging of metal. No voices ringing out except for the crowd itself. There's these two deadly warriors going at each other as hard and as quickly as they possibly can. Max, you're seeing the greatsword clashing with the spike. Once in a while, you can see the woman, as soon as she goes with the spike, the other one actually grabs the spike in the hand, swings down the greatsword, and just hits the side of the other woman's face, causing her to stagger. Lets go, spins around, and kicks her in the side of the face, and slashes her in the back with the sword. As you see blood beginning to spill out from the robes and soak up the robes itself from the woman with the spike. You can all hear an audible gasp from the crowd. The one with the spike kind of turns around. And you can see she feels the pain, but she's not showing. The other one with the greatsword just kind of stands there, wielding it with just a single hand. The woman rushes forward, and they begin to attack each other again, the sword parrying. And then all of a sudden, the one spike comes up, she grabs it, and from behind the dress of the one spike, another spike comes out and actually stabs through the hand, holding the, trying to grip it, and stabs straight through the hand where the spike is now inserted into the hand of the great sword wielding drow. And you can see it's a large spike. This spike's about 2 feet long. Like, they are large, about the size of small short swords. As you see the blood beginning to drip, and it's almost the size of her palm itself. As you can see them standing there at a standstill, looking at each other. And they sit there for a few moments. Make another perception check as the one begins to whisper something.
7.
All of us, so
Okay, 16. I'll say that'll be enough. You hear the whisper coming from the woman with the dripping fangs, as she just goes, "Your time has come. I do not appreciate you looking at me." Opens her mouth and bites her, the other one, in the throat.
Ooh.
And just rips out her jugular.
Jesus Christ.
The other woman
She's gonna go rip Aaron's shoulder just a bit harder.
as you see this throat being ripped out. And the woman starts staggering, and the one with the spike still in her hand pulls it out, walks over to her, grabs the top of her head, and sticks it from under her chin up out to the top of her skull.
Ah.
Jaw. Reaches into her throat where the spine is, grabs it, twists, you hear it snap, and pulls out the top of the spinal cord.
Is this fucking Mortal Kombat?
No.
Yep.
No. Yeah.
Somewhere in
wait,
between.
so the one with the fangs on the back just completely destroyed the other woman.
Yep.
Yes.
By ripping their throat out with their own teeth.
Oh my god.
She's
And
called the Lady of the Fang for a reason.
she turns around, and you can see her just, now this is when I say like top of the spinal cord, I mean just the very top few vertebrae. She kind of holds it and just flicks it at her group, and you hear the voice goes, "You are now mine. You may come back to my house where you will be properly treated." And they all instantly to their knees, face into their dirt, flat, just bowing.
Interesting.
She'll turn, and now now I would say Corfel and Max make one more perception.
5.
Jeez.
13.
13. Yeah, you're not able to see it. The blood, you can just see blood-covered face. And a tongue coming out and kind of licking it. And then you hear a guy goes, and that's what you're up against. Don't get bit. I recommend not getting bit. Getting a bite hurts. And the woman, her own men begin to bow. In fact, the entire crowd begins to fall to their knees and put their faces in the dirt.
Please.
Follow suit.
Okay, you all, Maxwell, do you change your vision to go back to yours to be able to do this?
I drop first, and then I turn my vision and senses back to me.
Okay, easy enough. You all fall down, except your guide, who just stands there again, hood down, arms and sleeves, just stands there.
This motherfucker.
He's gonna get us killed.
She looks at all of them. Eyes cross your path. Though none of you would really be able to see this, but it's more of you just feel the eyes setting on you.
Further into the ground, further into the ground.
I'm assuming all faces are into the dirt itself, correct? So
Oh,
no-
God.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes.
Making sure. She
Not
looks
even
over,
risking that
and you
shit.
feel the eyes set onto the young, not the young, but the small little man with you. Turns and begins to walk away. And you hear the clicking of the heels hitting against the stone. Walk away as her people get up and begin to follow. And the people slowly, when she's out of sight, get back up and begin to go about their business.
You guys, I would highly recommend not getting bit by her.
How are we going to fight someone? This is crazy.
By
Yes,
keeping
sir.
her moving and keeping her at a distance.
On top of that, there are some great spells to stop people in their track.
And the little man just begins to walk. Heading in the
Again.
same direction they did.
Mhm.
As you get to the point of where they're at, that woman's no longer there. But you just see a blood trail being, as if the woman was being dragged forward.
Oh, yay.
But that part of her throat is still out there, same with the bit of spinal cord. And a single
Yeah.
spike filled with blood. You guys begin to walk slowly and continue to follow him.
Yeah.
After about an hour of walking, he goes, please all check your gems.
For what?
Please check your gems.
Okay, check them.
You can see that that bright purple is actually a liquid. And about a quarter of it has drained away.
So it's like, based on time?
Yeah. You gather that.
Right, we gotta be fast.
About a quarter of it's gone. That is your timer.
And it's been. I was gonna say, how long has it been?
You've walked for about an hour and 20 minutes.
So about 3 hours.
Right. You guys begin to continue walking north, going up towards the top of the city. About another hour passes, and you get to the midway point, and he kind of goes down a side street, and the blood has ended a while ago. He goes, "Well, that's it. It's over there," and he points off to the distance, and you see over there a very, very simple house. Appears to be 2 stories. A single door in the front. You're looking at from right now, if you're looking down the street, it's on your left-hand side. A smooth rectangular building with a single door in the front of it. As you begin to go out closer, are you guys wishing to pass it up? What are you guys thinking about doing?
So we're just gonna walk in?
I
Dude,
would
this is-
not recommend doing
As you get to the
that.
front of it, the whole left and front wall of this is some perfectly smooth stone and just been carved out. No windows to see, but a double door in the front. As you just see a large spider in the front of it with fangs dripping blood in the bottom of it, all like just dying, eroding people. sorry, my words, of just like people drowning in blood, hands reaching out, the skin being like flayed off their skin from the blood itself like it was acid, all drawn into the store.
Okay, how are we going to do this?
And then the guy kind of points back. Go that way. Walk to 2 blocks, take a left, 3 blocks, go straight, 4 blocks, take a right, 5 blocks, and you'll come to your destination of the tavern.
Wait,
I leave
wait.
you here. Have a good
Wait,
don't
Asher, hold on.
walk away.
Hold on, Asher, can you
2
repeat
blocks
that?
take a left, 3 blocks take a right, 4 blocks straight on, 5 blocks. There's the tavern.
Okay, as long as you can remember that, because I was...
Well, that's what is that wrong?
Make a history check because he said it that fast.
Oh my lord.
motherfucker.
Okay,
He's out.
everybody make a history check.
14.
Yeah, if anybody who wants to try to remember it, go ahead and roll a history check.
God damn it.
This guy wants out.
16.
Well, I can't remember the directions, but I know it's 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks.
Okay, so the first one is straight. You're right of the block. Your blockage is right. It's straight, left, straight, right, right.
Straight, left, straight, right, right.
Got it.
Okay.
And your blockage was right there. Core failed.
So 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Also, I wanted to ask, the spike went through the fanged lady's hand, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
For if Max will, Max, I'm assuming you told him this, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Then we can get her blood from there.
Mm.
Because you need blood from the owner of the house that you're going in.
We need a possession.
Or
Or
blood.
blood, or
It was
Human-
something of the owner.
waste.
Do you wish to
Something that
come
was
back an
close and personal to you.
Yes.
hour? Or what are you guys doing?
Wait, can we not see any blood around here? Because obviously she probably would have been brought back here.
Yeah, but it's been an hour. You think somebody bleeds for an hour?
Yeah, her hands would have coagulated.
Not
Well,
that, you
it's-
also have healers. You may make an investigation check. Let's find out.
I'll give someone advantage.
Okay.
Thank you. When it decides it wants to toggle. 14.
You do see a little bit of blood on the stairwell.
That
Okay.
might-
I get the key out.
That might not be her blood, though.
Who else? It's worth a shot. Anyway, even if if it belongs to one of her minions, technically that is a. Therefore, it's close to her, and she owns the blood. So there we go.
But none of her quote unquote minions fought in any of it.
Yeah, I know.
So then how does...
Are you still trying? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna just get like the key as best I can, and just like kind of like scrape up some of the blood with the key.
Easy enough. And just to remind you, these vials are very small. There's only about a few
Yeah.
drops.
That's fine.
So-
Just go back and
I will
blood
say
that
just because
hurts.
of your background, it may only be a one-time use.
Get the...
Okay.
So
Just turn around and get the blood.
We don't have
That's like
time.
Yours.
We have 3 hours.
It will take us an hour to get back there, and then an hour to get.
No, it'll
Yeah.
take. It took an hour for us to get from our original point to here. The state where they just had the fight is 10 minutes away.
Okay, fine. Let's just go back then.
are you all going back?
I'm gonna wait outside.
Yeah, I don't think all of us should go back in case it's like conspicuous.
Are you waiting directly outside this house, or what are you? How are you guys doing this? You have an alley
should-
on either side.
Probably not in front of, because that would be a little.
You have the front, the left. You have the front of the building where the doorway is. You have the left of the building with just an alley. The right side of the building an alley. You have not seen the back of it. And you neither have you seen the right side technically.
Oh, yeah, front. On the street.
Okay.
The least inconspicuous spot.
In that case, then if Maxwell is waiting, I shall wait with him.
Oh my gosh, I'm not going back alone.
Someone
I'll go with you!
And speak Elvish.
I can go too. That's alright, speeds up.
It would be best for you to probably stay here.
Oh, okay then. Never mind. Sorry.
No, it's alright. It's just I'd rather you stay with, you know, the majority.
There's a puppo!
That is an annoying animal.
Who is that?
Max.
Oh, it's yours. Okay. Max, you bark like a dog. You dog.
You dog. Alright, you and I, let's go. Hurry on up and collect that blood.
Alright, are you guys dashing, running, walking? How are you doing this?
We are walking.
At a little bit of a faster pace, though. Not like, hey, I need to get somewhere power walking, but like, you know, a little bit
we like you need to
faster.
get someplace power walking.
Sorry. I wish I had like a face cam because you.
I would
see
love
me,
if you
like,
guys got face cam in this, man. I would love that.
Hey.
I was just like pretending to Naruto run.
Put it down in the comments if you want all of us to have a face cam, everybody, because I'm totally down for that. Or I just might make them do that, but with your help it'll be easier. Anywho, you guys make your way back, and by the time you guys get back, you do see what appears to be an elder drow begin to kind of slowly mop it up. And he's starting to mop. Do you wish to stop him?
I will say no for the sheer fact that what I can do instead is like trip or get Aspen to trip me.
Oh, yeah.
And then my hand can go in the blood and I can just scurry off.
And I can snicker, and you can be like, you little shit, and then run after me as I run over.
Yes, that shall be our plan.
Okay. So how you doing this?
Okay, so we're just gonna be walking, and I'm gonna stick my foot out and trip Airmed. And then you fall with the key in your hand. You get it in the blood.
No, I'm just doing it with my bare hands, because otherwise I could damage the key. And even then, I still have the blood on my hands to like put it onto the key.
Alright.
I love how you put on this.
Yep.
That's
because
the sign.
this is for the player's plans. Yep. So,
Oh god.
Aspen, you start walking up ahead and you take your position. I would like both of you to roll performance checks. As all of a sudden, Aramid's drow form begins to rush towards you and you begin to put your leg out.
18!
Okay, that works to you guys' advantage because Aspen, as you see Aramid kind of running up ahead, you kind of walk over a little bit. And the drow man kind of looks at you and kind of squints like, "Why are you in my way?" And all of a sudden, Aramid kind of comes over, and your trip is very subtle, and Aramid just blows it way out of proportion. And just flies on the ground, and you slip a little bit with your performance check. So not only is it on your hands, but your chest and a little bit of your face.
That's
I
fine.
just
People
start-
probably assume it's mine.
I just start snickering, like pointing and laughing.
I get up and run after you.
Okay, Aspen, I would like for you to make an acrobatics check as this elderly man is trying to grapple you.
Oh no, okay.
As you just tripped somebody, so what do the elderly folk like to do? To get hooligans!
Yeah, fuck! I got a 6!
The old man got you!
If I get hit in the head, it's fine.
No, it's not! Oh
just
crap, you've just been
scolding.
grabbed. You've just been grabbed.
I got a 6 with a negative.
Oh!
So what does that mean?
I have a 6 with a -1.
Oh, you won!
I
Oh
dashed
my
just out of
gosh.
play. Oh my god, Asher.
Oh, you are lucky. I'm not even joking. I have a 6 with a -1 stat because it's an old man. Oh my gosh, you lucked out. Okay, yeah.
Oh!
As all of a sudden, this man just about to grab your sleeve and you right out of the way as it begins to run off. And Airman, you're already fast on the heels chasing after.
Yeah.
Which,
Just
I'd
me
like to just
snickering
point this-
all the way.
I'd like to point this out. The only one which has made a noise is Aspen. Otherwise, she's just been a silent trip, snicker, run after, snicker.
No, I'm sorry. I thought I'd have been making.
Okay, are you saying anything, or are you just grunting?
Grunt. I don't know. And this one.
Alright, give me 5 opens and 5 close.
What?
Sorry, nobody got that joke. Really? Ellie, did you get that one?
Nope.
Ah, 5 okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
You're not as funny as you think you are.
No.
Oh! Burn!
And there's a kick button. Oh, there's a ban button. I like it. And they're gone. Okay, everybody. So we're gonna get started.
Oh my God.
I banned you to the whisper room. Get out of here. No, I'm kidding. For those out there who want to know my reference, voiceovers, if you do grunts, you have to do 5 open mouth grunts and 5 closed mouth grunts. Usually there's 5 to 10. So you have to go different sounds with your mouth open grunting, or you have to do different sounds with your mouth closed. So 5 closed.
You forget that our uni does voice acting.
I know,
Yeah.
you guys are theater. I get it. I'm sorry. For everyone else out there, you got this. Okay. So, yeah, okay. Actually, both of you, Aspen and Airman, make a perception check.
Oh boy.
What is up with my rolls tonight?
Yeah, you're. You don't see shit.
Yeah, you're good. You guys begin to run back, and you make back it to your group, and the rest of you all just see Airman just covered in blood from like chest, arms, elbows, and face.
And Aspen kind of just like.
Slowly shakes my head.
I got the blood, didn't I?
And I kind of give Airhead an apologetic smile.
Don't. No, we did our jobs. Just go.
So what do you guys do? Were you guys checking anything else while you waited?
I wanted to check the back. Like, what was the back?
Are you checking around the left side or around the right side to the back?
Left side, because that's the left side we know what looks like.
Yes. Left side is only about a 10-foot wide alley from building to building. There's no windows on either side of them. As you begin to go around the back, you look to the side. There's another street behind it. Not a very travel street. It's more like a half alley, half street. There's a few bins, buckets, and barrels, but there is no doorway and no windows, just solid stone.
Okay, yeah. So that's all I wanted to know, if there was a back entrance.
And I'll say nobody has nobody has checked the right side of the building yet. Just making you aware of that.
I mean, I'm gonna say, like, while I'm in the back, I'm gonna go check the right.
Okay, the right side's a little bit different. There appears to be an open stone courtyard. There's nothing in the courtyard itself, at least not in the general vicinity that you're looking in. And there's about 3 other buildings, smaller buildings, surrounding it. And are you just peering around the back, or are you walking back there to see what's on the right side of the building? Because right now you can only see the courtyard. You really can't see the side of the wall because you're just peering around.
You know what? Fuck it. I have reasons to be there.
Alright. You walk around the side, and on the second floor itself, there are 3 windows up on towards the front of the building. Up 20 feet up. All of them appear to be closed, but one in the center.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not the center. The far right one is the only one that's not closed. My apologies.
And do any of the other... I was gonna say, do any of the other 3 buildings look like they're being used right now?
Hard to tell with the dim light surrounding everything. There are a few windows and doors in the other ones that you can see. Just from by looking at them, and you really can't tell.
Okay, yeah, I passed that on to Aspen and Maxwell. No, Aspen isn't with us. Miss Hart and Maxwell.
Okay. Is Maxwell doing anything?
Nice. Let's stay out front. People just kind of like trying to act natural, maybe up against any wall that he has.
Are you trying to be an emo drow?
Yes. He's getting into character.
I knew it. Easy enough.
I kind of suggest to Max that maybe his invisible friend could check out what's through the open windows.
How far away are they?
From around the corner, about 7,500.
That's perfect. Yeah, I'll send Lily out.
Invisible, I'm assuming.
Yep. Why in the world would a sprite be invisible? Why would I?
You feel she doesn't leave your shoulder.
Is that okay then, Lily?
And while remaining invisible, a hand appears, like holding out a hand. Just the hand, a little bit of the arm.
Take it.
Like flicks you away, puts it back out.
I'm gonna reach down to my bag, pull out a kernel of popcorn, and give it to her.
And goes invisible and flies off. We can't beat Mr. Popcorn's popcorn, everybody.
Exactly.
I need to make that into a t-shirt.
Popcorn's popcorn.
All of us have the Mr. Popcorn t-shirt. That's when we all have a
And if you
can.
want much, please let us know.
Yeah. I already have ideas. He's magic. She's the princess. He's cute.
It's cute, just a deadpan, like, you know the period, the underscore, the period face?
I feel
It's
like
that.
Or
Just,
Freddie Wong with a tiny piece of paper, like, what the hell?
yes.
Anywho, flying up there, make a perception check. Sorry for the side chatter, everybody. This is getting bad.
Oh dear.
Perception.
Oh.
6.
Yeah, flying up there, the popcorn's just a little too. Your vision is covered up by half a popcorn kernel. Like your finger in the camera lens.
Just gonna teleport down the popcorn for a second.
And it goes down a little bit as you kind of try to go in there. The window glass is fogged, like it's not clean window. Looking into the 6, you can see a bit of a red-yellow flash, and this bright green energy floats in front of the window, and then continues off to the side. And that's all you're really able to tell.
Come back, Lily. I'm just gonna
Popcorn
whisper.
of you, and
I'm just gonna bring my vision back and can't see much in there. It's pretty fogged of a window, but there is some sort of magic being cast in there. What it is, I'm not sure.
and at this point, Aspen and Airman have returned.
She got the
What is it?
put the blood on keep.
Well, we got the blood.
Are you sure you got the right blood? Because that's a lot of blood.
I mean, there was only one puddle.
I'm just realizing the flaw in our plan. This may be dead person blood. Not the person we want.
And you see Aspen's face just immediately drop, and he's like,
I was waiting for you guys to figure that out. I'm like, it's on the spike, and you guys just wanted to fall in the blood. Okay, this works. Let's do it.
Luckily, and then she's just gonna like rub her hands on Aspen's clothes.
You just see
the image itself.
Oh,
Aspen's face, like, kind of.
Luckily, I didn't take the blood off the key before the one I got the step.
So what are you gonna do? That took you about 30 minutes to do in total.
God damn it! Why are you such an idiot?
Why are you an idiot?
Why are players idiots? Because we're players.
Alright then. I tell everyone about the layout of the house, what I saw. And I suggest we go down the right, and we go check out those other houses.
Okay.
Okay. Just to let you all know, this key with these other 2 ingredients is a one-time thing.
Good to know.
Yeah. Personally, I'd rather use it as an escape route.
The DM sets up perfectly, and the players fuck it up.
Would you shy? It's our job to fuck things. Thank you very much.
Hey.
Oh,
that
great! He's
moment-
bringing back
that
Conroy.
That moment when the players could have just said to the elderly man that the lady wants blood as a trophy instead of falling in it.
Shut up!
I wanted to be dramatic, okay?
I know.
We-
I love it. I love it. Like I love.
We
that. It's
embrace
great.
that in a Maxwell's.
It's just like you guys don't say please. I love it. But continue. What are you guys doing?
Well, you want to check out the other buildings first, so
All right.
let's try that center one.
Well, we can do one or the other. We're running out of time. I just think it's less likely that the lady right now retreated to the main building. I feel like the main building is more where she greets guests rather than sleeps.
We could always try splitting up and trying to find her. 4 buildings. 5 of us.
But do we have any way of contacting each other once we find the right house?
I have a way of sending a message.
How?
I have a small friend who can fly.
Oh.
You're covered in blood. You'll be easy to point out.
Just, go find friend who's covered in blood.
So, what are you guys doing? Can I don't recommend it, but, does anybody have anything to pick the lock?
We only have 1 shot with this key.
That's what I'm saying, don't use the key, but do we have something to open the door without the key?
Knocking on it and seeing who answers.
That works, that's true. I don't know how well that would work, but it's true. I mean, none of us are women, so I'm not sure how well this is gonna go.
Well, if a woman answers, drop to the floor.
Let's say what?
We were sent here to help in any way we can.
Okay.
Your fanboy.
Sent by who, though?
Senpai.
Help yourself.
Oh, no, no.
We could always say that we
It
all
was
knew
my
that.
mistress who fell. I was told to come here.
But I lagged behind because why?
I was being punished. I had to, I don't know, rip out my own nails.
We'll just say that we were at her house and then sent over.
And at this point, Maxwell, Aramid, you hear a voice come from your pocket.
It's your pearls!
Oh,
And
not
almost
these fuckers.
simultaneously, you hear, "Mortals, you quander on such pathetic problems.
I didn't
Enter
ask for your
in.
opinion.
And show your worth."
How about you, shut the fuck up and let me do my work.
The pros aren't shutting up.
Maxwell's just gonna nod.
Like a week.
Maxwell's just gonna give a nod and just start walking up to the main house.
Did your pro just tell you to do something?
Yep.
You're doing it?
Yep.
You're an idiot.
I know.
You're taking orders from a rock.
You're taking orders from a book.
My book has an actual meaning.
And you don't think the pearls might?
I don't know, right now
Okay,
they're just
I'm not-
really annoying.
We're not arguing about this. We don't have time. Goodbye. See you later. I walk off to the courtyard.
As
I follow
the
up the
pearls
Corfel.
could point, you all just see them point, feel them point towards Corfel. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
I just follow after Corfel.
Okay.
So go to the main house.
Okay. So do you knock? There are some knockers on there.
No.
Going to open the door. Or at least
You're just gonna
attempt to. Yep, just gonna walk right in.
That's not a good idea.
And the door opens.
Still not a good idea.
And are you entering in, or are you just looking in, or what are you doing? You do notice that you turn the doorknob, and it like turns and it begins to open unexpectedly.
Go walk right in.
You're instantly hit with that same green fog in this small dark room that has 0 lights in it. You are blind, except for this very low green fog that begins to almost be fluorescent and glow. And you see yourself encased in what appears to be a dark room with no lights, and you can just see a faint wall surrounding you.
Gonna walk right back out.
Okay. What do you say?
Going with the group. It's dark in there.
I'm gone.
You're going in?
No, I'm gone. I've gone to the
Following Corfel.
courtyard. I'm going to the first house that's available in the courtyard.
Oh, so you went okay. So you left.
Yeah.
All right. So so Aramid and Corfel left. I thought you were going in with them. My apologies. So you
Oh,
two
no.
left. Miss Hart's waiting.
Yeah.
Aspen, what are you doing?
Oh, I was waiting.
Okay. So you two see him enter the door, walk out, and Max, you only see those two there.
I can't see in there.
Well, why is the door open? Why is it unlocked? I can't say that. Hold on. And she begins to kind of rush towards, and you hear her kind of like, not skipping, but like quickly running. And she kind of runs over to you, Corfel, and Aramid. Max got in,
That's good.
but he can't see.
Carry on.
Well, I mean, are we? Wait, what? Well,
Remember, we were splitting up and going to separate houses.
Yeah, but he's in the main house.
Mm.
Isn't that what we're supposed to? Okay. Sorry, I'm really confused now.
I thought the plan was that we were going to separate houses because we don't know if the Lady of the Fang is in the main house.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
And if Maxwell can't see, then he's going to need to have someone guide him, whether that be his invisible friend or one of you two.
Okay. And she runs back. Corfel. All right. Well, let me see what this is. Maxwell Aspen. She relays this information.
I have lead.
Are you? Yeah. So are you three going into the main house by yourselves? Or are you waiting?
What's the worst that can happen?
We die.
I was just gonna say that.
Throats get ripped out by teeth. You know the norm.
We got this.
Okay. So you turn. Okay. So Aspen, Corfel. Not Aspen. Sorry. Corfel, Aramid. What are you two doing? Which house are you going to? You have the one towards the back, the one directly to the right side of it, and the one towards the door. The same side, the opposite side of the street.
Whichever's the nearest.
I'm literally following Corfel.
The one the nearest to the building you're trying to get to, or the nearest to you?
Nearest to me.
Opposite side of the street.
Okay.
You go over there, are you knocking?
No, I'm walking straight in.
Okay, you try to walk in and it's locked.
Okay. I knock.
No answer.
I wait for 10 seconds, and if I don't get an answer, I'm moving on to the next house.
Okay, 10 seconds pass. You move on to the next house. You attempt to enter in. Door is locked. You knocking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the door cracks open slightly, and it's very dark inside. And you just see a silhouette of someone who goes, "In Elvish, yes."
We were sent here to be addressed by the Lady of the Fang, said obviously in Elvish.
Whose mistress do you come from?
The one that was slain in the courtyard 10 minutes before. Now time-wise, it's like an hour ago.
Show your mark.
I do not have one. I was sent here to be marked by the Lady of the Fang as my first mistress.
The door opens now, and you see a very broad-shouldered male drow. Appears to be older, short hair, but it's graying. It's not silver, it's just kind of graying from the jet black. And you can see his 2 hand axes at his waist, and you can see he has been through quite a bit. And he goes, "You come to be marked because your lady has been murdered. And yet you have no mark from the lady that was murdered. So therefore you were owned by no lady. Explain. You appear to be older. Unlike this one." He looks down to you, Airman. "This one would be bought. This one's skinny wouldn't be worth anything in the room. Except for maybe a play toy. You," looking you up and down, "you're thin. Be good for a show. Doubt you last long. But still does not explain why you have no mark. And yet you say you're of a house." And you can say he has a great big mark on his right side of what would be 2 fangs biting into him, tattooed all over his body of what appears to be a large spider. Its arms ripping into his insides, and it looks like it's trying to spread his skin apart. And you can see there's a large scar down his stomach.
Oh gosh, I have a good answer, but I don't really speak over you.
Go on then. No, speak if you've got an answer.
The lady was to Marcus, but she died before she could.
Make a deception check. So I'll let you guys decide. Either both make a deception or one of you with advantage.
It's you with advantage. I have no charisma.
I only have one.
I have none. Take it with advantage.
With advantage.
With deception.
Yep, deception with advantage.
15.
Okay. Kind of looks at both of you. There's a long pause. "I do not have time to deal with you. Head to the house." And he points over. "Head to the trading house. You'll meet your brother soon enough, but she will mark you when the time is ready."
I nod, and yeah, I nod in turn. Head to the house.
Okay.
Follow Corfell.
Do you knock or do you just enter in?
I'll just enter in.
Okay. But the moment you enter in, there's this open courtyard, almost like an old Asian style courtyard, where you have the porch surrounding this open courtyard. And in the center of it, you just have young kids, like 12. Now this would be human years, but they're a drow, so the equivalency. These 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 20-year-olds, and they are all just fighting. Weapons, there are no practice swords, there are no wooden, there are no any type of practice. They are real blades. You can see them fists hitting each other. You hear cracking of bones. You hear them wrestling. You see swords clashing. Once in a while, you'll see a cut and a flash of blood. And there's just an active training session going on right now. when you two enter in, nobody pays you any mind as everyone's just been fighting, and then one of the younger one of the younger drow comes like, "Hello, are you part of the new house? Have you been branded? And if so, my apologies for being so rude and not addressing you correctly."
No, we were told to speak directly with the lady, as we are prizes from her latest win.
You sound really funny. Are you from around here? I mean, that's a stupid question. There's no other place around here but here. But what, did you get stabbed in the mouth or something?
Old injury.
Roll a deception check.
Oh, this is so unfair.
It was. I rolled a miss just punched him in the throat.
Well, that's all I have to say. Old injury.
It's still you know, you're still passive.
Mm.
Okay, well, I don't know why they would have asked you personally. I can't. Nobody here can get you addressed with. What the hell?
What just happened? Is everyone alright?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sitting pretty.
Max,
I'm fine.
you dropped your phone, didn't you?
You dropped my phone, man.
I like how you don't even know who it is. I just know instantly who it is. It's the DM's power. And he goes, but yeah, I'll show you where the rest of them are, and you can go with your brothers, and she'll be out whenever she'll be out. Probably won't be until tomorrow, but I mean, it'd be good to sit with your buds.
It's always good to learn who I'll be fighting with.
Well, I mean, you've been fighting them for a while, right? You said you were with your brothers.
Of course. But I meant the people that are already part of this house.
Yeah, sure. I'll show you where the rest of your brothers are. And begins to walk. Gonna say anything to each other on the walking here as you kind of walk around this fighting ring?
Yeah. I kind of just look at Ahmed and whisper to her, slip out if you can.
Oh my god. Okay.
And do you say that audibly?
No.
I would love to just be like, what?
No, I'll try to do so.
How are you gonna do that? Right now you're walking alongside this kind of surrounding portion of this open courtyard of them fighting with an open roof. 30 feet from the entrance you walked into. What are you doing?
I should go grab the others.
Oh, there's more of you? Sure, yeah, let's go get them. Actually, I'll make sure, what's your name again? Sorry. What's your number?
Intelligence be like, I know because DM Corfell wouldn't know.
Yep. So roleplay as Corfell. I know you know a little bit just because of my backstory stuff, but
Well, I know just because DM in general, but
yeah,
24270.
you had to take 24. For everybody who doesn't know, that's my character's name in another game. Anywho,
It's the first number that came to mind.
I know. What was your number? 24 what?
270.
Okay. He has a book and he writes it in. He goes, actually, I need to roll something. I'll be nice. You have a 50% chance of what might happen.
God.
If it's over 50, you know exactly what I mean.
He's calling me out of my bowl.
And he looks at his books, begins to match some stuff up, and just closes it and begins to move forward. Oh, 369472. Go with this. What's your number? And looks to German. I love the silence both of you. He's just like, fuck.
Sorry, my mic keeps going in and out. The headphones. I'm so sorry.
I swear that's an excuse. But go ahead. What's your number?
I swear that's an excuse.
24279.
Oh my gosh! Wait, you serious? What?
Mm-mm.
What?
Okay. Oh.
What? It's a different one to us.
You've basically said that we're 7 days apart.
Okay. Okay. Roll a deception check on that one. Airman, roll a deception check for that. Yeah. Ooh. Oh.
10.
And he kind of stops and he looks at you, looks to Corfel, looks to you.
I give him a blank stared look.
And he kind of just looks at me and goes, right. Okay. You know what? Can both of you just wait here for a second? Actually, that's rude of me. Let me take you to the tea house. And he begins to walk, gesturing for you two to follow.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
He walks you over around past to the left where you see a bunch of bunks and many other drow are sitting, and kind of just appear that you see them talking. They kind of look over to you, and that was when he passes them up. Goes around to the other side and enters into a small room, and in there it appears to be like a small sitting area where it has kind of just a stone floor, a small table with like kind of just a very thin cotton carpet sitting down. It's like, just sit here. Well, I'll bring in some Drek. And he walks off, leaving you guys in there.
Okay.
It's an open doorway. There's no door. It's just like an open frame.
Yeah. Emmett, as soon as he's gone, I gesture for you to come, like, as close to me as possible. Like, get here, now.
I do.
With Faye stepping out of the building.
How far can that go?
Well, fine then. I will try and figure out where the place is. It only has a 30 feet teleportation.
Okay, I know, because I know with your teleportation, you don't have to. It's not a point you have to see, correct? You can just imagine.
No, I just think that way.
I will say for your think that way, the only way that you can actually think of without accidentally going to stone, you can do other things, but your 100% for sure way is you can get to about 15 feet from the door frame that you entered.
Yeah.
Where the street is. So you can do that. You can imagine other places, but I'll tell you now because you've used that so many times in the past. If you do something you're not familiar with, you might end up inside a wall.
Which is fair. But knowing me, like, I would have been making a mental calculation of like, okay, the room is this big, there's the street. If I do it at this point, this direction, I will be fine. Or I'll end up in the courtyard outside the house.
So you are doing it towards the way you entered.
I'm doing it towards a way that's... Actually, no. Let's try and do it so that we're going to the side of the... Because this is a house that's in that courtyard, right?
Okay, so the best way I can describe it is... Alright, I'm going to give you a bird's eye view of what's going on to give you a little bit better idea just for logistics reasons. I ain't going to be fancy, okay?
Yeah.
Top-down version. You have the street to your south, and the two-story building that you've been scouting out is in the center. To the right-hand side, there's a small courtyard. It's only about, I would say, 40 by, like, 70. So it's not that big.
Okay.
You have a building on the opposite side of the street toward the south. You have one on the right that's about 40 feet out to the right. And then the one north, connected almost to this building. You went straight to the left about 30 feet, up about 20 feet, and then to the right about 20 feet, and then up about 10 feet. So you have a rectangular building above you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Does that help you with logistics a little bit?
Yeah. I want to aim for the courtyard, and then me and Emmett are going to be booking it to the main house that Maxwell was like, I can't see.
So not the fighting courtyard, but the courtyard before that.
Yes.
Okay, because of logistics reasons, and I'll let you know this spell, you're going to get about 10 to 15 feet from the doorway entering in this building. That is the distance.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
That's fine. Yes.
Okay.
As long as it's out of this building.
It is not. You cannot get out of this building from a point you can know it's too far. That's why I'm saying you're about 10 feet inside the doorway.
Okay.
Otherwise,
in that
you will
case,
go a
then...
place you have not seen, and you have a percentage chance of falling into a wall.
Okay. In that case, then, I grab Ahmed. I tell her, we're going to walk back out that door nonchalantly. We're going to get as close as we can before we are noticed by people moving. As soon as we are through that door, I want you to grab something of mine, and I'm going to teleport us out the front door.
She just nods.
And I will go back out through the open doorway and get as close as I need to when my teleport will take me out the front door.
Okay. Because you guys are not you're trying to blend in. I want just a stealth check from both of you.
Okay.
You guys got
If you
this.
catch any eyes of anybody on your way.
Fuck.
I
10.
got a 22.
Okay. All right. Well, they're decent. You begin to walk out of the building and you go the same way you came. Otherwise, you'll have to go. The shortest way is going straight through the fighting courtyard. Don't think you guys want to do that.
No.
You go around the right, around this porch, and you take a left, and you see down that hallway to your right where those drow were. They're not sitting. They all have weapons, and they are now walking towards you with that younger one walking in front of them. As he sees
yeah,
you,
they're so ready. They're coming.
and he sees you, points, and at that point, you'll be 10 feet out the door if you miss a step from this point.
We need to be. So, yeah.
Okay. With that, you just start seeing the form of Corfel beginning to dissipate. You grab onto Corfel, not Corfel, Aramin, and with that, you are right outside the door, about 10 feet, and you just start hearing people getting ready, just the clean of warm, and you just hear, Tulita! And you just hear traitors. As you just start hearing all the weapons stop clashing, and now there's just movement. You guys are sprinting back. All right, as you're running, you get about 30 feet, not about, say about 20-ish feet. You look behind you, and they're all running after you.
No.
You run past, and you see your friends up ahead. What are you doing? What's everybody doing?
Fuck. I give Aspen a look that's there, like, get in that fucking house.
Wait, you're giving Aspen that look, not me?
Yes, because he's in front of us.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Get in that fucking house. I say nothing, and I sprint off into the city.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Max and Miss Hart and just them into the house.
Oh, okay. Max, are you resisting?
Nope.
Okay, so both of you, and you guys get thrusted into this doorway, and it's just dark. Until all of a sudden, that green fluorescent fog begins to glow, and then you close the door, and you just hear the shuffling as all these footsteps begin chasing after Corfel. I remember what are you doing.
Running.
Okay, are you guys just booking it?
I'm drawing them away from the others. I don't know what Emmet's doing.
I was following you. You didn't tell me to.
Free will, you can do whatever you want.
I know I have free will, but at this time it's very, 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 very intimidating, and I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm in a place I don't know. I'm just gonna follow you.
So you two are just running off?
Running off into the city, but specifically diving through alleyways. I'm looking for a manhole cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to
you're
dive into the sewers.
sprinting?
I want to escape.
Are you trying to hide, or are you trying to find a manhole cover? What is your priority here?
I'm trying to get as much distance between the dudes behind me as possible. Then I'm trying to hide. I'm trying to find a manhole cover. I'm trying to blend in.
Then it's going to be strength checks from both of you for running and trying to gain speed.
Wait, what is?
Strength.
Strength.
Oh no.
Because it's
Straight
physical
13.
endurance. You're not in a woods where you're trying to dodge things. This is physical endurance. There's nothing to be tripping on. There's just running.
13.
Right, okay, give me 1 second because my page decided to go.
What's wrong?
The page decided to go funny again. I'm just.
That's fine. I'll roll
it up.
for you. You're good.
No, it's alright, I got it. It's just starting up again. There it is.
She doesn't trust a DM after I rolled a natural one for her.
Oh, all I roll are natural 20s for my buddy players as a DM. It's so annoying. D, you can contest to that. 17.
I can.
Okay. All right, 13, 17. Corvo, you're beginning to lag behind, but this young cleric woman is she's booking it. You know, arms are flailing and they're running. They're slowly getting past you. I will roll for them as well.
And that's fine. I kind of expected that. I am Willow Boy.
All right, this is gonna. I've got 3 dice for each quarter of the group. Mind you, there's a solid 25 of these guys chasing after you.
Yeah.
Just keep you away. Okay. They are definitely gaining on Corfel. Airman, you're keeping pace with them. Like they're not gaining on you. They're gaining pace on you, Corfel. You have about 35 feet distance from each other.
Okay then, seeing that I'm dropping behind Ahmed, I split. Go down a different alley.
Okay. Okay.
Hide. Save yourself.
Okay. This. Oh. Okay. This is how many that are following you, Corfel. I'm rolling it. 7 of them follow you, Corfel. The rest are going after Airman.
How many are coming after me?
It was 25. Take 7. 19. No, 18.
18. Oh, you're joking me.
I rolled. I rolled. You had a chance. I rolled that wrong. Hang on. I just wait. I'm like, wait. That's the wrong die. That's a D12, not a D10. Hang on. Sorry. 13 are going after you, Corfel, and. Crap. 15. No.
Said 25, 15, 12.
12 are following you. Yeah. Sorry, I only rolled 1 D10 and a D6. I got my math wrong. So yeah. So 13 at you, Corfel. 12 at Aaron.
Yeah, great.
Because dice were wrong in my hands. And you guys are broken. Okay. Both of you make perception checks.
27. That's a nat 19.
Yeah, 19. You see up ahead about 45 feet, Ermund, there is a manhole. But the draw behind you can't see you.
They can see me.
Oh yeah, you have not gained anything. You have kept pace. Corfel, you're not seeing any manhole covers and you're just running.
And that's fine. Keep diving down alleys,
Yep.
zigzagging, trying to just do what I can.
Do you wish to stop trying to find a manhole cover and just try to hide?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a stealth check with disadvantage because you're running and dashing trying to get behind stuff.
Disadvantage. Oh, come on, stealth is one of the things I'm good at. Come on, baby. That's an 8.
Yeah, you dive behind a building, hide behind a box, and you wait a few seconds, and you look around the corner, and they see you, and you begin running. You've half your speed, distance now. They're only about 20 feet away from you.
Oh no, like, I wouldn't have stopped. I'm not trying to hide as in, like... I did that badly, but fine. Don't matter. Fine. 10 meters away.
Okay. Ermin, what do you do?
I'm trying to gain distance to then go down and
Strength
cover.
check.
Okay. 11.
They're gaining. They went from about 35 to about 25.
Oh, great.
I rolled 18s for all of them. 16 on both die.
I hate you.
I'm rolling for you guys, man. Okay. What are you each doing?
Carrying on.
Okay.
Zigzagging. I'm trying to put corners between them so that they're actually having to look and think where I'm going.
Got you. Go ahead and make another. I'll go ahead and make a straight stealth check, Corfel.
Okay. $14.
14. Okay. You're dodging around stuff now. I'm going to need. Now, this is going to dictate something. I need you to roll a D100 and you get under 50%.
Okay.
That's your goal.
80. So nope.
The moment you actually break from them and get around a corner stealth, you've hit a open street and there are people all walking up and down the street now.
Just hide.
I Assassin's Creed it. I slow my pace down and join the flow of the street.
Okay. We'll come back to that.
We'll come back to that.
Airman,
I use
TikTok,
my
TikTok.
I use my blitz mechanic.
Right. There's nothing really I can do, and I don't really want to be sending a bright light. Oh, actually, I could send up a bright light. Which would then blind them momentarily and I can run away.
Quite possible.
Yeah, we shall do that.
Depends on what light it is.
I'm running through alleys, right?
Yep, right in front of right now.
I'm going to reach out and touch like a side of the wall. Well, one brick in the wall. Or a barrel or something that is like I can touch.
An inanimate object, got it.
Yep. That's less than 10 feet in any dimension. And I will cast light.
Light the cantrip.
Yeah.
Dimensions, it's about it. Object sheds bright light, 20-foot radius. Okay, it does say bright light. It's not sunlight. Let me read something. Let me read the stats. I have them right here. I'll say it will give them a -2 on the rolls when they go through it, because technically it's not sunlight.
No, I know it's not sunlight, but it's the best I could do under these circumstances.
So go ahead, roll another strength check. You're not dashing, so they have a little bit more of a chance to get better. But I'll roll.
I thought just all
Nope.
bright light hurt.
14.
Oh, sunlight. Okay.
I'll read it. Sunlight sensitivity. While in sunlight, the draw has disadvantage on attack rolls as on wisdom checks. It does not specify bright light. It's only sunlight.
Ah,
So,
gotcha.
and technically, daylight would be the spell she would need, because that would be sunlight. I would consider daylight sunlight, because I think that's like what, a 4th or 5th level spell.
daylight.
I know, you're not high enough level. Third level spell, there you go. But strength check 14.
Oh, I do.
Even
Yeah.
with their disadvantage, they are keeping pace.
Mm.
As they rush through the light. A few of them have weeded off as they're just breathing. Some of them kind of hit the wall with the light, but many of them kind of fall through, just go through, and they're chasing after you. The swords out, axes, fists, and they are racing. Corfield, make another. I will say make a stealth check with the advantage, because you were able to cut the wall with that 14 of the stealth. We'll see if you can remain stealth within the people.
You got this, Corfo. You got this.
Oh, I so don't. I've been rolling shit all day. Oh.
Great.
Okay, here we go.
You got this. You got this. You got this.
Stealth. Natural 20.
With that, you see this group pulling a wagon, and there's some stones and a tarp, and you just dive right into it. Nobody can even see you with your elvish heritage kind of taking over. You sidestep, spin around, lift yourself up, and lay back in the carriage, not making a single sound. This group runs out, looks around, begin to yell, and start rushing through. At that exact moment, this other group kind of comes over as they kind of bump into them. They start having an argument, and an all-out fight just takes place in the middle of the street.
Jesus
Two houses.
Christ.
As you see them just beating the shit. I mean, by fight, I mean axes are hitting skin, heads are getting lopped off, punches are getting landed, people are getting stabbed. Like there's a full-out war going on right now
Jesus.
between these like clans of these houses. As
I wanna go home.
the trotting of the I can't trot. Sorry, the trotting of the horse trots off as you see it in the distance as you just begin to ride off. Not notice that is what you needed. Oh, yeah. Aramid, we're not out of the fire yet. Aramid, what are you doing?
You got this.
Do I hear this fight? It's like
Nope.
broken out or
Yeah,
not?
that's when- well,
No.
actually, no. This is the time I need you to do it. Roll a percentage die.
Percentage.
Yup. You want under 50.
100.
I'm trying to figure out.
Dice roll. And then
Yeah, advance.
Yeah.
What have I got to get under?
50.
No.
With that, boom, in the wide open street in front of you, there are people walking about, and you are, yeah, you're in a wide open street right now. Many different people are with you.
I tried to do Assassin's Creed style.
Roll. Well, you technically never broke eyesight when you ran around.
Oh,
You never tried
yeah.
to hide. So as you run around,
Okay.
you don't really stop. You kind of turn around, and they see you there, and you both begin to bolt down the street.
Oh, okay. How far are these houses? Because if that's the case, I'll bolt out into.
I mean, there's houses and buildings lining the street, so 5 feet.
Well,
you can touch one.
what I'm thinking is, if I'm running out into the, I'll take a right and I'll take a right again to go back in and do like a quick kind of get around.
Okay, make a stealth check to see if you can break the eye line. Trying to break around the right.
22.
Yeah, 22. With that, you run around. And instead of running down the street, you take an instant right again, and you see a row of buildings. There are a few of them with doorways. If you wish to try to enter one, are you trying to do that?
No, what I'm trying to do is I'm kind of imagining it so it's like block houses. Is how I imagine it. So like there's like a house, and then there's like a gap next to it. There's another house, and there are gaps behind the back, and then there are like more houses.
You're trying to get behind the group that's chasing you.
Almost, kind of.
She's
Yeah.
trying to do the thing where it's like if you do enough right turns, you do a circle.
Okay. There are alleyways, but
In the hopes that they'll just keep going down the street.
okay. There isn't really anything like that, as these are steps like going up. As you notice, anytime you go into there's a wall behind most of these buildings. You
Okay.
can't get behind them, but then it's just a steep wall to kind of go up to the next step of the city itself. They're like rings going up. But there are buildings you could enter in if you wish to, and there are other alleys you could sneak into if you wanted to try.
Are they like shops, like doors into shops, or are they?
You're running too fast to be able to tell. If you want to try to make a perception check with disadvantage to see if you can read any banners. That will give them time to maybe catch up to you, depending on what.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that then. I'll
Pick a random
sneak
one.
into one.
Are you trying to get into one?
Yeah, I'll just try to get into one.
Okay, you roll a d4.
Oh god. 3.
You run over to this building and you feel the doorknob and it's locked. You gonna try to force your way in?
No, because if I force my way in, it's gonna make more of a noise and they're gonna find. So you said it was like another alleyway or something?
Yeah, there's more alleyways you can go. There's one to the left.
Yeah, we'll dart down there.
Okay, are you trying to hide there or you continue running?
I'm gonna look for, because obviously I'm at the sight line. Quickly, look around to see if there's a man.
Perception check with disadvantage.
Why would disadvantage?
Because you're running. These are fast. You're not taking your time to look.
20.
20. Up ahead at the end of the alleyway, there's a manhole cover.
I'm just darting towards it and getting.
Okay, I need you to make a strength check to see if you can get to it before they crest around the corner.
I click. Oh, come on. 12. I haven't done it.
As you run to the manhole cover, you actually see the group running down the main street still as I rolled a natural 1.
What?
I rolled a natural 1, so you see them running down the main street still as you... Actually, make an athletics check to see if you can actually pull up this manhole cover by yourself.
15.
Yep, you're alright. Last time we had a problem with it, so that's why I wanted to roll. And slip in, and you're good to go.
That is fucking, oh my god, my heart!
You guys are lucky. And with that, we have our three others sitting in this dark room by themselves in this serious area.
Yeah, once I'm in the clear, I'm gonna start working my way back to the house and I'm gonna go straight into the main house.
You guys ran for a long time. I'm gonna say...
I know, I'm just saying once it gets round to the point.
Yeah. Both of you roll a survival check.
Oh, nice.
6.
I apologize. It's being absolute.
You won't let me roll either, so don't worry. I can almost guarantee
Right,
you.
what have I got to roll? Survival.
Yeah, survival.
If you roll it and I don't get a nat 20, I'm gonna.
I'm not rolling it. Do you want me to roll it?
You know what? Sure, why not?
And watch, I will get a nat 1.
I swear to God, if you do.
Ah, I got an 8. Wow. Why would you say anything? I'm always great at rolling. As DRJ, I'm always rolling that 20. Well. we're gonna leave it there, everybody, for this nice episode of Dungeons and Faff.
God.
It's gonna be great.
Yes.
So, thanks for watching, everybody. Really enjoyed this. Remember, the sound and music come from the amazing people of Kevin what was it again?
McLeod.
See, that doesn't. How's that McLeod? That's no I. Anyway,
That's it.
Mac
Just,
McLeod.
just
and
thank him for his
Incotech.com,
work.
amazing music. Same for Tim from tabletopaudio.com. Both amazing music. I hope you all had fun. Thank you for joining us for this crazy session. And find out what happens next with the hooligans next week at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that, I say good night, everybody.
Good night.
Keep smiling,
Good
let your light
night.
shine bright. Bye.